Boom. There we go. Now it'll work. I named off as many people as I could. I am sorry, guys. My audio should be fine now. It's OBS. I don't know why I had to close out of it and open it back up again, and then it instantly started working. 1 second. I'm going to close the... I run into this issue with OBS every now and then. It's very odd. It's the exploding mic. Yeah, exactly. It's so ridiculous, isn't it? Anyway, took you 30 minutes the other day to figure out what was wrong with the microphone on your computer? Yeah. Luckily, I know what's wrong with it immediately, but I tried to fix it without closing the stream out, and I just wanted to get that done that way, but nope, I didn't have a choice. Had to go dark for a second. All because OBS. Sometimes it's my interface because I have a Gen 3 Scarlet, and for some reason, Windows 11 is like, nope, you can't have that. You got to have a Gen 4. And it's like, oh, good. You know, and actually, Gen 4 is still having a lot of issues, but nowhere near the issues that Gen 3, Gen 2, and Gen 1 haven't worked in a long time on Windows, so that's not even a problem. But so ridiculous, isn't it? So ridiculous. I am so sorry, guys. I thought I was ahead of the curve because I was like, yeah, I named off like 130 people. And then there was no freaking sound. I'm sitting here scrolling down, reading everybody's name, and I'm not paying attention to what you guys are saying at all because I'm trying to get everyone's name read off. And then, here we are. Alrighty, anyway, I don't think Candace has uploaded anything yet. She's probably going to be late today. They found out that, oh no, we're in group chats with each other when we talk. Oh, wow. And guess what it's called? One of these group chats is called Protecting Miss Erica Kirk. I actually am in that group chat. I don't spend hardly any time in the group chat because every now and then, like, people will just tag me and they're like, hey, did you see this video? And then Candace Owens said this last week. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's crazy. I'm like, she totally lied. And then I go and I report on it. It's wild. It's like, oh, wow, that's a controversy. Oh, it's a controversy. Do you know how many of us are in Discords? You know what's funny about that is it's like, they're all like, oh, this is crazy. There's people in group chats, and it's like, yeah, usually we're in Discords. Everybody's in a Discord. I just don't have a whole lot of time to check on Discord, so I'm not on Discord. It's way easier to check on X on a phone than it is to check on Discord on a phone. Discord on the phone's a little poopy. It's not great. But, yeah, anyway. And then I tell Diligent Denizen here, I was like, yeah, I'm in the group chat, too. I was like, there's literally nothing. I was like, you can go ahead. Go into the group chat, man. Find a controversial message in there. Find one controversial message in this group chat. And you know what he responded? You know what he responded with? He responded with blocking me. He was like, thanks for outing yourself. You're blocked. I was like, yep, I'm in the group. All these people do in the group is help find inconsistencies or contradictions in what Candace Owens posts. Then they send it to me and other creators. By all means, go through everything they post. You will not find one controversial thing in any of these groups. And his response was, thanks for outing yourself, blocked. That's how strong Candace Owens' convictions are there. That's how well they know they got us. When he won't even go through the messages and find something to use against us. Because there's nothing. Nothing. In these chats, that's how I know for a fact Candace Owens is lying about everything she's doing. Because everybody in the group chats that I'm with are very, very respectful. They don't sit there and just trash Candace Owens all day long or anything like that. They actually just find things and they go, oh, look at this inconsistency. Oh, look, she said this a week before and now she's completely changed her story. And it's great to just compile all of that and be like, wow, Candace Owens is literally just lying. And then they report it to me because they don't want to have their face on YouTube. And then I go, I'll report it. And that's not where I get all my information either, though. You all know where I get my information from. I just watch her live streams. I don't really have to do anything else. And if these guys had anything, and they offer great stuff, don't get me wrong, I'm not trashing them. But I'm saying if they had anything that I really wanted to cover, you'd be seeing that instead of the Candace Owens live streams. Because it's just too easy for her to contradict herself right there live. And so I do that. If these guys were giving me anything crazy about Candace Owens' background and stuff, don't you think that I would probably be covering that a lot more often? Just a little fun fact. But yeah, they found out that there was a group called Protecting Miss Erica Kirk, and etc. What's the etc. part for? But they left that part out. It's kind of funny. Edie, thank you so much for gifting 5 Artie Troll memberships. And let's see here. Bella Italia, welcome aboard. Kelly, welcome aboard. Nurse Terrivening. I almost said Terrivington. Terrivening. Welcome aboard as well. Audrey Unfiltered, welcome aboard. And Riri, welcome aboard, guys. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Edie. I really appreciate that. I'm sure there's people inside the group that are probably working for Candace and whatnot. Here's the thing about that group. That group is not exactly a private group. It's, hey, if you have any info on Candace, you could just join. It's nothing crazy. Genuinely nothing crazy is in that group whatsoever. There is so many people in that Protecting Erica Kirk group, it's ridiculous. Most of them are just normal, average, everyday people that have like 3 or 4 followers. They're nobody crazy. It's not like there's federal agents in there. It's not like there's like, I mean, I guess there could be. I mean, I'm sure there's federal agents in every chat probably just watching. You know what I mean? I mean, we saw that with the X-Files, right? Or the Twitter files. Yes, it would have been cooler to call them the X-Files, but it wasn't called X then. But I'm sure, you know, that there's probably some people in there trying to influence one way or the other. Ooh, thank you. Love you. Got some meat and veggies and rice. Heck yeah. But yeah, anyway. So, you know, to my knowledge, there are no federal agents or anything like that in the chat whatsoever. A lot of them are just normal, everyday people. And they just work to be like, hey, I saw this back in the day, or I saw this inconsistency with Candace. And it's like, oh, cool. I could compile them, you know, maybe I'll compile something into a video if, or maybe a short or something like that. If it's like, remember that time when Candace Owens said this, and now she says this, and then she said this, and then she said that. It's just that. And anybody can join the group. If it's like, hey, I got some stuff here, you know, information on this, information on that, videos here and there. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, join in, post it, you know, just adds an archive. Think of it as a big old Candace archive, pretty much. But it's not just Candace Owens either. You know, we talk about Ian Carroll. We talk about, I say we. I don't really participate in it much because I'll scroll through it and just see if there's anything, like, good to cover in it. Sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. Some people, it's really for a lot of people who end up using X a lot more and post on X. I don't really post on X, so, you know, a lot of the information they give in there, too, is, like, small little slivers of info that it's like, I can't really make a video off of that, you know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah. And sometimes they post stuff in there that I genuinely don't care about. Then I'm like, it's not my angle. It's not what I talk about. You know what I mean? I'm like, if someone else wants to pick that up, it's whatever. You know, and, you know, some of them are really interested in some of the subjects. Some of them that I really don't care to be interested in whatsoever. That's fine. We all have different opinions. But again, like I said, this group here, it's not even like a crazy private group or anything like that. Really, anybody can join. So, I don't know. But Candace Owens came out later and she's like, I'll just pull her up here. She's like, look at her grandstand on this. It's very silly. And to be clear, I have never been and am not part of any group chats targeting Erica or anyone else for that matter. I'm not in any groups or chats that are targeting you. That's not what we do. We don't target anybody. None of us target people. That's not what we do. We wait for you to make a claim, and then we ask you for proof. That's really all we do. So, I don't know. Oh, yeah, the jersey. Yeah. It's, see, check it out. It says Capsule Corp. It's a Dragon Ball Z jersey. It's not an actual soccer jersey. So, I saw some people going crazy over this. They're like, dude, what are you wearing? What the heck is that? And it's like, oh, it's actually nothing crazy. It's not what you would think. I'm not a soccer fan, really. I mean, it's fine. Soccer's fine. I'm just not a sports ball fan in general for the most part. But yeah, anyway. So, you know, they're like, this is just one of the group chats. There are many. It's a whole network. What do you mean there are many? Like, yeah, there are a lot of different people. There are a lot of different group chats that talk about Candace that I'm not a part of, that I'm aware of. There are a lot of group chats, though, that I'm very aware of that are very pro Candace Owens. A ton of them. Project Constitution's in quite a few, and I follow them, and I'm kind of in a couple of their group chats, but, you know, there's been nothing crazy yet. Nothing crazy worth reporting on in their group chats. In fact, their group chats are shockingly, they got people in them, but they don't post very much. They don't really have much to post. At least in the few that I am very much aware of. I have a couple of people in my Discord that are also involved in some of her groups that they don't know about whatsoever. Enjoy knowing that information there, PC. I didn't really want to drop that info, but I know where Project Constitution's hanging out, and, you know. But, yeah, they may want to be very careful with that because, we're watching. But, yeah, anyway. Oh, yeah, I'm a Slipknot fan. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, who's not a Slipknot fan? I bet everyone here likes at least a few songs. So, I don't know. They're like, you try to get Charlie's murderer free from prison. This isn't a network. It's real people that don't like liars and thieves like you and Candace. Cry more. Exactly. None of us are covering this up. None of this is secret. You know? And she says, show us all Slopcasters group chats. You know you have them. They do. They definitely do. How many do you have? Every accusation is a projection. I was in the one where you and Baron had more. So watch parties for your YouTubes. I know you weren't in there, but yes, I understand not doing this Discord anymore. What's this? This is the morning. That's odd. After Coach's Discord was stolen, Alley Top Files was also kicked. Oh, really? They did that to them? I didn't even know about this. Hold on. Ian Carroll jacked this lady's Discord and kicked her? That's so rotten. We've never done anything like that. That's crazy. Huh. They wanted to be podcasters so bad, and they stole followers, research, a Discord. And now, with the lies they've been telling you, trying to steal respect and the truth. You're a gross group of people. This guy does not, he needs to, no offense, man, you got to really proofread your stuff. Your is spelled wrong. It's just not finishing they. I don't know if his keyboard's just auto-correcting stuff or something. I don't know. Kind of looks like that. Anyway, not trying to be mean. Just, you know. But anyway, yeah, shekel. Yep, we're all getting paid by Israel, aren't we? All getting, oh, wait, this should be my Israeli paid jersey. The yellow is, I guess, what are their dollars? What color are their dollars? What color are your dollars? And it just straight up goes to Israel. Yeah. Don't tell me AI ain't racist, right? Oh, they have a red note? Okay, we got a red note. We got a green one, which I don't have here at all. It's, okay. Orange. I don't have orange on here. And blue. We got blue. So at least we got the red and blue for some of the shekels here. I'm missing a few shekels, Candace. If you could hook me up with BB, that'd be great. Right? So I could just just force feed the $7,000 directly into the mouth. It's unbelievable what they'll just absolutely accuse us of, you know? Oh, Mr. J. Witt, would love to hear from you. What is this chat? Did you do a pod about this? If so, link me. Would love to check it out, hear your perspective. Well, I gave her my perspective on it completely, and she's ignored me. She just started with insults was all. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. And Candace Owens is probably going to report on that today. She's going to be like, ooh, I found a way to discredit these people. They talk to each other. And it's going to be like, oh, no, Candace, no way. No way. I've only said on this live stream several times, you know, that I'm in group chats with these people. But anyway, Artie, where's the Rode mic? It has the murder recorded on it. Yeah, I'm sure the Rode mic was also a camera, too. Yeah, you know what I mean? Probably also had a camera on it, you know. Because why not? That Rode mic could just fit everything else in it. But anyway, that's funny, man. Oops, I had top chat on, not live chat. Oh, I didn't have a goal running either. I'm going to put one of those up. We're going to put down a goal. Because, I don't know. We can. We can put one down. Did you see what I discovered about the the Braille list website? What? Anyone could input anybody's name on there. Brandon Tatum even has a link on there. You mean the Brady list? Wait, really? What is, It doesn't matter, though. Candace Owens already walked it back completely. She's completely walked back that guy's, like, Brady List entry and everything like that. So, I mean, it's just, you know, at that point, it doesn't even matter. It's a moot point. She destroyed her own argument. So, you know, she ended up walking that back completely. Now she's got to get a new scapegoat for whoever was dropped the screwdriver, and I'm sure she's just going to pin it on the other officer, whatever his name is. But yeah. I don't know if the podcasters are using the same titles or not. I don't keep up with you know, a lot of people's stuff. When I'm off the YouTubes, I'm usually practicing guitar and stuff like that, because when I do the politics all day long, which I've been only able to make 2 videos for the past 2 days. So I've only done like a Candace video and then another subject, and then a Candace video and another subject. But anyway, yeah, it's just one of those things that, oh, the Brady List. Okay, it's in your in the Discord. I'll check it out, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Waiting on the eve. Waiting for her on the eve of Charlie 1 year. Tell us that Tyler did it. Yeah, probably. I wonder if I should, man, I get so many good people in here during live streams nowadays. I ought to just, like, go full, like, I'm wanting to do one day where I do a full 8-hour stream to see how it goes. And then I'll see if I can't just, like, chop up those videos pretty quick. Did I research the tomb? No, I did not research the tomb, but you know what? I could pull it up. What was the tomb called again? It was the, because we got time. Candace Owens isn't going live anytime soon for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, yep, these people are dumb. It's unbelievable. Be clear. Yeah, she ain't posted yet, so it'll probably be like 30 minutes to an hour before she does this. Ooh, most controversial clip on the internet right now. What's this? Absolutely nothing prepares you for what this wheelchair user does with the chairlift. Who is this? Steven. Non-reg moose? What was his name? I'll pull it up. We'll see. I'll try to find that tweet too. Okay, what was that tomb called? The one in Queens, New York. All the presidents are required to. Yeah, what tomb was it? Jew tomb, New York. How about this? Secret tunnel under New York City synagogue explained. That's a synagogue, though. That's not a tomb. Inside the oldest Jewish cemeteries. Strange story of the synagogue with secret tunnels. Yeah, I've heard all about this, the secret tunnel stuff. I don't understand why they have secret tunnel Jews. Like, can they not just go to a synagogue and do that there? Who's going to catch them in a synagogue? You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. I'll look into it later. I don't really care. I don't know. It's, okay, Jewish tunnels. But why this? I thought you said it was a tomb, right? Oh, that's right. It is called that. Let's just look this up. I can't believe I could just type in Jew tomb and it brings stuff up. Rebbe, what it's really like to visit the Rabbi's Ohel. Okay. Shabbat Young, Professional International. Okay. We can look at it. This is a pro-Jewish channel, by the way, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to take a look and see. Pretty sure they're pro-Jewish. So we might find both sides. See what? Shalusim Conference? Okay. How I discovered the rabbi's life-saving advice. Oh, this is like the original rabbi guy? Or like... I need to look more into him. Was he just a really famous
Absolutely
rabbi?
Nothing will prepare you for...
Or, was he more like a philosopher rabbi type thing? Just out of curiosity. Well, yeah, let's see. I'll watch this person. You guys should go follow this person. They only have 130 subscribers. I'm sure they're fine. They just seem like a Jewish family type
after graduating
stuff. Let me full
get
screen.
involved with Chabad Young Professionals in Chelsea, which is run by the
I can
Schmuck
barely
family,
hear this.
Rabbi Levi and Peril, and their
There we
amazing
go.
children.
That's why.
Pretty early on in my experience with Chabad.
Hey, just out of curiosity, though, is this like this is a YouTube video? Is this ripped from something. Let me make sure. I don't want to make sure that maybe they made this documentary, but I wonder if it's licensed out to like a very popular TV series or something like that. You know what I mean? A network, because if it is, then I could get in a big old copyright strike. This video explores what it's really like to visit the rabbi's ohel and why there is no right or wrong way to experience it. I don't even know what that means. Some come with prayers, others with questions and quiet reflection. Okay. Shown at the CYP Encounter Crown Heights 2026. Oh, this is okay. So this is like their organization, where over 1,000 young Jewish adults gathered for inspiration and spiritual connection. Okay. Why is this a problem for the president to visit, though? I don't get it.
I was introduced to.
I mean, I can understand if you're like,
was,
he's a Christian, you should be going to church, but
I never heard of it. I didn't know what it was. It was not on my radar at all whatsoever. I was very much drawn to the teachings of the Rebbe, and so when I did hear about the Ohel eventually from Peril.
So they do pronounce his name differently. Okay. I mean, obviously it's spelled different, but I just thought they were going like more original spelling or something like that. I don't know.
She had asked if I had ever gone, and truthfully, I had to Google what it was. I was excited. I started to talk to some people about it, and I heard some crazy stories. Oh, if you go there, you're going to get your prayers answered, and you're going to see crazy things happen in your life right after. You're going to get exactly what you want, and it's going to be insane.
It's a secret ritual?
I didn't necessarily believe that.
Every religion has a ritual of some sort.
I just thought
even Christianity does rituals.
More of a myth, more of a legend. I was just excited to go and see what it was all about.
I don't know.
We drove out, and she explained to me that you're praying to Hashem, and you're asking for the Rebbe's help.
So these people here are off to a demonic ritual?
Getting them answered.
Well, what's demonic about it?
You know, people have different thoughts about
I guess we're gonna find out.
Praying at the Ohel means, and so that's how Pearl explained it to me.
Okay.
And we walked in, we sat down, and I had no idea what to write. I didn't know what to say. Peril assured me there is no right, there is no wrong, just speak from your heart. And so when I started writing, I felt like, okay, well, I'm going to ask somebody for their help in my prayers. Like, we got to establish some form of a relationship. Okay. I don't know if that's like the right way of doing it. To this day, I still have no idea if that's the norm or not, but just updating the Rebbe on like, hey, this is what's going on in my life, and this is what I'm learning, and this is where I'm at spiritually, and just developing a relationship.
So are you saying Trump did something different than this
with
lady?
Somebody who I've never actually
met
or
Ben Shapiro and all them?
I was like, dear Rebbe, my name is Amanda Newman. This is my first time. Obviously, you don't know who I am, but I'm looking forward to getting to know you. And I gave the whole spiel. After 15 pages, I realized Peril was like done and waiting for me. So I was like, oh, it's time to get going.
Oh, now I want a bagel and cream cheese. Really bad. Actually, I'd just take a whole tub of cream cheese right now.
We lit a candle, said a bracha, took off my shoes, went in, and I instantly just felt ready to go. I felt like there was this question mark of what it was going to be like for me, but the minute I walked in, you see everybody else kind of reading, whether that's from their notes, whether that's Tehillim. You kind of just look around and you see, yeah, this is what you do. So I start reading and
what are those things they got? What the heck?
This is what.
What is it? Oh, they're cabinets for. I thought those were all charging ports. I was like, they come out there and they lock their phones up and leave them on chargers in here. I was like, that's wicked. No, it's just like an old tea light candle holder thing. I've never seen one of those before.
You do. So I start reading and get through my 15, 20 page long paper. And then this is like, I don't know how this happened. I just started like saying random things to myself. I started to pray
apparently
for my heart.
Some satanic ritual supposed to take place.
Still to this day, couldn't tell you what I said or what I prayed for. But I remember feeling so deeply connected to Hashem and walking away from that experience, feeling so grateful.
Well, she is participating. They're all going to the tomb.
Feel that connection to Hashem.
But all right, I could be fair and pull up Trump's and Ben Shapiro's then. We'll just see. Do they sacrifice something? They don't sacrifice anything. I'm gonna fail to see how this is satanic. Trump. Oh, hell. All right. Let's see this. Oh, he also wrote stuff, too. It was exactly like the girl. Okay. All right. Well, that was... Okay, how about this? I don't think this is there at the... Oh, it is. Okay. All right. Here's... Oh, full Donald Trump, Ben Shapiro. There we go. This must be the one. Let's see. Replayed part. How about this part here? That's pretty well replayed. Oh, no, the satanic screen of death. Oh. Oh, no, it was just bad connection with the camera. All right. Oh, see, so here's the side where you reach out of that. Uh-huh. All right, where do they do a Satanism? You'll learn how Israel owns America. Okay, but I want to find the satanic ritual, man. Is it possible that... Do you know where that is? Because I'm looking, and I knew that if somebody was going to go in and probably film Ben Shapiro and Trump and all these guys going in here, that if it was a satanic ritual, it would have blown up all over the internet, and I never heard of it. So I immediately knew it was going to be something like this because I've actually seen this before. I just didn't know it was called the Oh Hell. You know, you remember how Alex Jones did the whole, man, I've got so many mosquito bites, I put on DEET, and apparently my head is very visible, so now I've got these stinking bites. One got me right here, and it hurts now, and I hate it. Man, that drives me nuts. Anyway, sorry, I just noticed it in the camera, and I was like, oh, geez, that is swelling up. Anyway, I knew that if they were going to get him on camera and it came out to the public, that this would be like a big old Bohemian Grove type situation, right? You know what I mean? Just more than likely it would be. Because I was there when the Bohemian Grove got released, and it was huge. But this, I don't know. I fail to see how this was a satanic ritual. So if you could find me the timestamp, because I know it's got to be this video right here. Donald Trump and Ben Shapiro. And this was just a year ago. So that's definitely the one you were talking about from last time. If you could timestamp the satanic ritual here, I would really appreciate it, because as I scroll through this, I don't see any type of, like, mock sacrifice. I don't see any, like, sacrifice to Moloch in general, or praising of an effigy, burning a childlike figure, you know, like they do at the Bohemian Grove and whatnot. Walk to the grave. They wrote down stuff exactly like this young lady did right here, as she's writing down in her journal as well. And then she goes out here and does the exact same thing that Trump did. Except Trump had a nice, fancy, warm area here. They really got that, they probably got the heaters pumping on through here or something. Or they're cooling it off really well. I don't know. But, obviously these guys are out here in the cold and didn't have that nice tunnel. So, you know, if I could see that. Every president has to walk out backwards for a reason. Oh, okay. Let's watch him walk out backwards. All right. This might be funny to watch. Jeez, how long does it take Trump to... Probably taking him a long time to walk backwards here. All right, here we go. Here's some people. They're starting to come up. Well, these people are walking forward. Kind of weird. Oh, there's one guy walking backward, maybe. Oh, do we get it? No? There he is. Oh, he's walking forward. I don't know if that's backwards. Okay. Well, I don't see him walking backwards. That's a weird claim. Let's see here. Who do you write to in the Ohel? When you write a letter to the Ohel, you write to the Lubavitcher rabbi. Okay, so you're writing a letter to the rabbi. Okay. Of righteous memory, whose resting place is located in Cambria Heights, Queens, New York. Okay, so you write a letter to him. Okay. The recipient addressed to the rabbi to ask for spiritual intervention, guidance, and blessings from above. Names to include. Write your Hebrew name, your mother's Hebrew name, etc. Do the same for anyone else you are mentioning in prayer. Language, you can write in any language you prefer. Okay. What's the problem? I understand. Because if this is an issue, then wouldn't Candace Owens reaching out to Charlie Kirk's spirit be a problem? You know, curious. Same with, what's his name that Candace Owens loves? The, Mappin, John Mappin. He constantly talks to Charlie every single day in the mirror. And he summons Charlie. So, I don't know. If you got a problem with that, you probably need to have a problem with Candace Owens summoning Charlie Kirk. And John Mappin summoning Charlie Kirk. Let's see them walk backwards out of the tomb. Okay. Let's see. We can go do that. Sure they...
Thank you very much.
Oh hell, back. Let's see that. I don't think he walked out backwards. Is there any footage? Let me see. Okay. No, you don't have a strict legal... I didn't ask if it was legal. Good God. Or mandatory obligation to walk backwards out of the Ohel, but it is widely observed custom of respect. Avoiding the back. Many visitors choose to back out slowly so they do not turn their back directly on the resting place. Oh, okay. So they're just showing it's a respect thing. It's not even a ritual part or anything like that. It's like, yeah, removing leather shoes before entering. Do they have to, what if you don't have leather shoes? Is that fine? Letters, reading a personal note, tearing it up and leaving it inside. Okay. Hand washing. Washing hands upon exiting the area. Why not before? I would probably wash my hands before. I think that's a little bit more respectful. Hand washing before you leave is kind of disrespectful in my opinion, because it's like, oh, I got to get this filth off my hands. It's not a very nice message, I don't think. But, you know. All right, so what do we learn here today? They give respect to the gentleman. It's obviously a Jewish tradition in New York. It's not a widespread Jewish tradition. It is like, hey, this was pretty much the founder. Like, what is so important about was he top Jew of New York? The Ohel is a sacred resting place of Rabbi. Yeah, I'm not saying that name. It's too long. The Lubavitcher Rabbi, the seventh leader of the Chabad Lubavitch movement. He is revered because he transformed a small, traumatized post-Holocaust Hasidic group into a worldwide global force for Jewish outreach, education, and social care. So he was pretty much like the first. He's like pretty much the big Jew guy that connected all Jews in the world. Okay. Was he the top Jew of New York? Judaism doesn't have an official hierarchical CEO or top guy. No, you have to say top Jew. But the rabbi was undeniably one of the most influential magnetic. Okay. From now on, I want to call top Jew since the title is open for grabs. There we go. I can do that. Since the title's up for grabs, I've made a note to address as top Jew from now on. How can I help you next, top Jew? Summon my minions. There we go. Let's just see where it goes from here. I would love to summon your minions for you, top Jew, but as an AI, I do not have the portal. It's worthless. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're top Jew in the AI world. Anyway, so Judaism doesn't have fit. Yeah, we got all that. Why the Ohel matters. Spiritual conduit. It's in Hasidic tradition. The grave of a righteous leader. Yeah, okay. It's just respect to a guy that they once respected when he was alive. This is not out of the ordinary. I don't know. So I don't see anything satanic about this. Is there a satanic video I can pull up just before we get over to this Candace stuff? I bet Candace Owens is probably getting ready to fire something up. Oh, yeah, here she is. 35 minutes. Okay. Okay, we can view her in 35 minutes. We could watch probably some sort of short police cam video or something like that for fun. You guys want to do that? Ducks it up, top Jew. I am going to wrestle that blue Jew out of his Jewish... you know what? I can out blue Jew him today. Actually, I'll just go full blue Jew then. Why not? Nah. I can't even say one Jewish word. I have, literally no knowledge of it whatsoever. So, there's that. But anyway, what do you mean? Why am I still around? Because Christ is king? Yeah, Christ is king. That is true. But, I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, to be honest. I mean, it does. It's obviously the most important thing in my opinion. Jesus is the best. He's definitely top Jew. I guess there is a hierarchy of top Jew, but not within Judaism. That's kind of what my point was. I wanted to, establish that within Judaism. But in all fairness, Jesus is top Jew. So there is that. That does work. Anyway, I don't know. Jersey. Oh, every time someone says Jersey, I keep thinking they're talking about this jersey I'm wearing. It's funny. Chad is getting upset, so we can switch topics. Yeah, let's just switch topics. But no, I mean, I do want to know though, like if there is evidence, because I always take things serious. I take it serious from Candace. I take her serious. I'm like, hey, Candace Owens, if you have evidence, I'd love to see it. Right? It's just the kind of guy I am. I always want to see the evidence. If there's evidence that an actual satanic ritual took place here, if you can link it to me, I'll watch it, and we'll make our own assumptions. But I'm just going to go ahead and kind of say, though, I don't think that exists. Otherwise, it probably would be all over the internet. Ian Carroll and Candace Owens would already be showing it. You know what I mean? I think they'd use that to their absolute best advantage. Because it would be very, very, very advantageous if they found a crazy satanic Jewish ritual, that maybe they would probably show it by now. That's a heck of a punch, you know what I mean? That's a way to really take down the Jewish community, and she hasn't done that. So I have to wonder why, you know what I mean? And it's probably because there isn't anything like that exists. Candace Owens had the opportunity to show proof of those killing fields in Israel, and when we looked them up, nobody died. It was the opposite of a killing field because there was not a single death. So that was a huge problem for her, and then she hasn't brought it up since. Because if she did, she'd get owned on it. She doesn't want to bring that up. That was a bad time for her the first time she brought it up. Cherokee Chick for $5 says blessings. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. It's very kind of you. The Blue Jew. I've been a fan of Nux for like 2 years. I love that dude. I found him at the same time I found Hyphonics. Y'all ever watch Hyphonics? Dude's hilarious. But also, Big Blue Jew there, like, yeah, man, he's awesome. I definitely want to have a conversation with him at some point. That or, I'd have a conversation with Tectone. I'd have a conversation with Donut Operator, especially. That would be a great guest. Actually, Gary needs to get Donut Operator on. I think they'd have a really good time. They should just have a whole stream where they BS for like 4 hours, just him and Donut Operator, and they should just review some like police footage. You know what I mean? I think that would be a great time for that. I think that would be a great idea. I'm gonna have to send him that idea, and I think he'd be able to get Donut Operator on. I think Donut would be pretty cool with that. Maybe he'd probably have a better chance of getting him. Don't use Christ as King. Use Christ as God. That is a step above King for sure, without a doubt. Actually, quite a bit of step above King. But yeah, without a doubt, Pink Ho the Great posted about Andrew Wilson on Joe Rogan. I did not. What is that? Let me take a look. What is she? I'm going to see if Candace has posted this yet. Real quick. Today on the show, Perez Hilton public breakdown. I do not care about a celebrity's wine space. Like they're just whining and crying. Oh no, I'm a rich celebrity. I have mental health issues. Yeah, you can also pay for the best of the best therapy for that or whatever the crap you want. You know, we know all you rich people are mentally ill. We get it. Not all, but, you know, we know a lot of them, you know. Jersey says, Artie, I'm not going to say anything about pink-haired mortician. I laughed the whole episode. I liked her, though. Yeah, no, she's great. She's good. She has great other videos, too. Her videos are phenomenal. They are the best videos to watch, like, upcoming this October. I promise you guys will love all the other videos. It doesn't even have to be political or anything like that. You know what I mean? She has a lot of just great content. I highly recommend her channel. It is really, really good stuff. Nux and Artie would be amazing. I would love to have Nux on. I would absolutely love to have him on. It's crazy, you know? He's a crazy guy. Donut Operator 2 is amazing. Oh man, that's a dude that if I ever got to a point where I have a bunch of land, I want to start my podcast, my whole background, I want it to literally just be outside with a campfire. And that would be it. That's exactly how I would do my podcast. I really want to do that. So, that'd be good. Let's see. Wait, what? How did you find me through Nux? Wait, what? Really? Did I miss something? Did he give me like a shout out or something? I don't think so. I think he would have found a way to let me know. How in the world did that happen? No, maybe it was a video recommendation after his video ended or something. That may make more sense. Yeah, no, for sure, Race Lover. There are very intelligent, sane, rich people. I'm talking about the rich people like in Hollywood. But even not all of it. I was specifically talking about that. But then I was like, well, no, there's a lot of actually, you know, Hollywood actors that are very, very sane. Look at Chris Pratt. Look at James Woods. Look at Tim Allen. Who else is there? The Passion of the Christ guy. Oh, why can't I think of his name? I can't remember. Remember how they used to make fun of him for hating the Jews? And now what side is he on? You know what I mean? Isn't that funny? Oh, it's good stuff. Mel Gibson. Yes. Mel Gibson. 100%. Let's see here. I don't even know. Like, there's something that's supposed to go on with Is Diligent Citizen a hardcore leftist? I bet he is. Yeah, probably. Okay. Did I get a message? Now. Nope. Nothing yet. Things are happening. Though. And I can't wait to tell you guys what's happening. Genuinely can't. It's going to be a good time. Let's see. What's this? That's so funny. All right, I won't say that out loud, but that is very funny. I'm going to tell you guys at some point, though, because I'm going to have to bring that up. Anyway. Oh, Midgray sent a TikTok thing. Okay. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to like it. Whatever. And retweet it. I'll just keep an eye on it. Major bombshell, you're going to want to see this. We obtained audio of Oklahoma State Superintendent candidate Robert Franklin admitting to hurting a nonverbal special needs child. Oh. There are scratches behind Owens' ear. Oh, poor Candace Owens. And I'm the guy who put the scratches there. He was having a rough day. I got right in his face. I got a hold of his ears. I'm the bad guy. Completely disqualifying. Robert should drop out immediately. How can a man be in charge of education? I have no words. Ooh, yeah, beating up on a Riri isn't a very good idea.
Hey, Brandy, this is Robert Franklin from Make Promises Happen Can. Listen, I wanted to touch base with you. There are some scratches right behind Owen's ears, and I'm the bad guy that put those on there. He was really, really having a rough day yesterday, and I was the one who, when I got a moment with him and was working with him really, really hard, I got right in his face, got a hold of his ears, and my nails got him on the back of the ears. So that is my fault, and I am completely sorry. and that is absolutely not what was intended. So if you will, forgive me, give me a call if you will. We can talk more if you need to. But again, I'm the bad guy, so you're just know that his counselors did a great job with him. They did get whacked around a little bit at the beginning, but he's had a much, much better day today. I think, again, just trying to get the rhythm figured out was kind of what was going on. So for whatever that's worth, I'm the bad guy, and feel free to give me a call. Brandy, I'm the guy, so I'm Robert, and we'll talk soon. I'll catch you. Bye-bye.
Well, I guess we'll see to what that leads. Let's see. The mom's post about the incident. In my opinion and experience with him, this man has explosive anger issues. Ah. Ooh, this is not looking good for him. Do not vote for Dr. Robert Franklin for State Superintendent of Education here in Oklahoma. I implore everyone reading this, do not vote for this man. This is a video tomorrow for sure. I've got to make sure I get this covered. That's wild. That is wild. Wild. Oof. Okay. That's not okay. That's not okay at all. Anyway, bookmark that for sure too. I just want to make sure I can find this easy. What else we got? What else do we got today? All right, let's, there's this video. It's like a 4-minute little clip, but I'm sure this is old because his clip channels are a little far back. Let's do a riot body cam. How about this? Here's one from 5 years ago. Never mind. Simple bar fight turns into a riot. Police body cam situation. Warning graphic content. I don't want to get graphic content. Angry protesters try arguing with no-nonsense cops from a year ago. I don't know. I figured maybe we could watch this real quick. I want to watch something recent, though. Protest escalated into chaos. Let's see. Cam. No, let's do no kings. How about this? An hour ago? New body cam footage reveals Representative Max Miller downplaying abuse allegations. Who's that? I don't know what that is. DA released video, no kings. I want to find something much newer. What's the body cam place that I follow? Let's just do cam. Let's see. Eewoo body cam. Okay. That's not weird. Crime cam now, K9. Small traffic mistake reveals 2 Glocks with auto. Yeah, I don't want to show any firearms if I can help it. What do you guys think, though? Y'all want to watch some of this real quick while we kill some time waiting for Candace Owens? Let's see. Oh wait, do I need mod? What's going on? Hey guys, hey, let's none of that. Jersey, Gary is starting to change his mind. He's ready to apologize to Candace publicly soon. What do you, man? Will you stop trying to instigate the chat? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Like, Gary's not fixing to apologize or anything like that to Candace. Why? Well, why are you trying to rile the chat up, man? Is anything's possible, even Tucker Owens 2028? Yeah, I think they are going to probably be running. I don't know if Candace will be the vice president, but, you know, I don't see any chances of that, to be honest. Let's see here. 14 minutes. This is a perfect one. Woman uses deputy's identity to buy a car from a Toyota dealership.
On July 3rd,
Are you kidding
2025,
Let's watch
officers got a report of a stolen identity used to purchase a brand new vehicle from a Toyota dealership.
This is amazing. I'm going to link this video to the comments.
Police Department.
Hold on. I'm going to link this right now for you all to be able to go subscribe. Tell him I sent you. 55,000 subscribers, too. Seems like he's doing pretty good.
How are you?
How are you?
If I find out this... Wait, was this video made with AI at all? Auto-dubbed. Okay. I don't think this is an AI making.
What's going on?
So it would appear that somebody's trying to use my identity to purchase a vehicle
Okay.
at McCarthy Toyota.
Okay.
I've spoke to those folks, and they wanted me to make a report. I tried to reach out to one of the lenders. It looks like they've shot my credit out to several lenders. I'm in the process of trying to notify them as well. But they actually have a physical person.
There we go, Finn.
That came to the dealership. I believe they've delivered the car, and they're probably trying to get their car back. But definitely fraud. It was trying to
happened?
buy it. I only discovered this because I'm getting credit alerts as they're running the credit.
Okay, but the dealership knows who it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I spoke to a guy named Larry, who's their
I don't blame you, Samurai. I don't blame you, Samurai. It, yeah. I got a little riled up by him the other day, too. You guys could probably see that in the last live stream. So, yeah. No, don't blame you, man. Look, Jersey, man, by all means, you can disagree with what I'm saying and stuff like that, but let's not troll the chat up and get that going like that, man. Like, there's no point. You can feel free to disagree and stuff like that, but we don't have to get to name calling or anything like that, guys. None of us have to do that. People are allowed to disagree in the chat, though. I'm more than happy to prove people wrong. That's kind of what I do.
finance manager there.
Okay.
And my understanding is the people came into the dealership to buy a vehicle using fake identity. But somebody named Patricia Harris, and if that's their real identity, of course. And they've actually contracted, and I believe put them in the
How did they
cars.
get her identity?
So they have the car now?
My understanding is they do.
Okay.
That's
Odd,
wild.
but
Oh, I haven't been in the car business myself. Ironically, I've seen it happen. If you can believe this, I'm a retired deputy sheriff that has been in the car business as my second job most of my career, as most of us have had to do.
Right.
I was a chief deputy at Mage County in Oklahoma. I'm from Oklahoma.
is that where you live now?
Not as.
How does Oklahoma always come up now? How does Oklahoma always come up? Well, I mean, Jersey, the reason why people aren't listening to you, I can tell you what, it's very easy. You told me that Trump did like a satanic ritual at this like tomb, and then we find out he didn't at all. I mean, people are going to be very skeptical of you after that. You know what I mean? You're making a claim and you're not able to back that claim, and the footage shows the opposite of what you claimed. I don't know. I that's just what's going to happen. Like when you make a claim, you need to be able to back it. And then people are going to start following you if you can back it. People will, I mean, look at how I'm growing right now. Just on YouTube in general. I'm growing because a lot of people see what I'm doing. Now, you can go around and you can also grow by making a bunch of lies up and stuff like that. But it's really difficult to do that. See, Candace Owens didn't even start off doing that. Candace Owens started off telling the truth. Candace Owens went out. She told the truth about everything that was going on between 2017 and 2019 especially. And around 2019, she started stepping on everybody's necks to elevate herself. Started lying, and that's whenever a lot of us started calling her out. I mean, I called her out originally in 2016 for her social autopsy. I called her out in 2017 whenever she ended up debating Blair White and was wrong on that. But she ended up doing all the right things all the way from 2017 all the way to 2019. After that, she started getting called out again. I was one of the ones who called her out against Steven Crowder, against everything else she was doing, Daily Wire and all that. You could start selling lies when you have a huge audience. You know why that is? Because your audience then becomes your credibility. And if you don't lose your audience by lying, you gain an audience. It's a gamble. When she did that, she had a real chance of actually losing her entire audience, but she slowly sprinkled in things. She was very, very much reserved and waiting for her audience to turn on Erica Kirk first before she did. September 10th, people already started accusing Erica Kirk. Candace Owens was smart enough to not take the bait, and I didn't think she ever would take the bait. She didn't take the bait fully until December. She started hinting at it just to see how her audience would react. From October to November into December, she sprinkled in just a little bit of, well, maybe I could turn against Erica Kirk, or maybe she's innocent, I don't know. And her audience decided for her. The vast majority wanted more drama. She gave it to them. And that affirmed everything else she needed to do, which is why she punched right on into it, knowing that she would grow. Because these people have her backs. They're going to prop her up. They're going to give her a lot of views. And people are going to be like, there's no way a video with 1.2 million views on it could possibly be lying to me. These are the same people who, thought, wow, CNN, they get like 4 million views a day. Could they be lying to me? Just wild how it works. Candace Owens doesn't have to back a single thing. But if you don't have any viewers, and then you start making claims, people are going to demand proof right away. They will demand proof right away from you because you've got nothing else to substantiate it. You have no equity. You know what I mean? Nothing for someone to latch on to be like, oh, I can trust this. No, you're just an anonymous person on the internet. Can't trust that. How it happens, Just pointing that out there. Let's watch this. Let's have some fun.
Not as you would think, though. I mean, yeah, you think it's odd, but it happened.
Okay. I'm looking up in our system to see if we got 3 Patricia Harrises. So that
The dealership will probably have more information, such as driver license, identity, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
if she used her real information.
I'm gonna go there once I get off the phone with you. I'm just trying to get some stuff pulled back up here.
We had a bunch of cars stolen from our Dodge dealership back in Pryor.
Yep.
Oh, he was in Pryor? What? What? Dude, which dealership was this? Because if he was Patriot dealership, this guy's going to be a scumbag, in my opinion. I'm not even kidding. Ooh, man. Garbage. Let's see.
We got 2 of them back.
I don't mean to put someone on blast, but hold on. I don't know if they're still there or not, and they may be under new management. This was beef that I had with them from like 15 years ago. It wasn't like between me and them either. It was between my buddy and them, and they were really trying to screw him over badly. So it wasn't that I was trying to buy a car from them. I go to Tulsa every time to buy my vehicle because there's a big pool of vehicles. It's really hard for them to screw you over in Tulsa that it is in smaller towns. Smaller towns, they always sell their vehicles way higher price than what they should be.
Or 2 Hellcats.
It blows my mind that I'm gonna go down and
Who's
speak
stolen
with
Pryor? I don't
the
remember
dealership,
this story.
See if I can
Hold
figure
on.
anything else out. Obviously, there will be a report done for it, probably.
Thank you very much.
All right, enjoy your trip.
Vehicle 121.
Doing all right. How are you? Larry.
This was 2010. So this probably would have been the guy. I don't know. It was which one was it? Okay, it was Robert. Oh, it was a Roberts. Roberts Auto Center, really?
Appreciate you. Thank you much.
Tell them what's the form?
Do what?
Here, you need to pick up something?
I mean, you can tell them the police, but
Okay.
Officer Paxton.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just trying to find me Larry.
Find Larry?
Glad none of these
Officer
people are
Paxton.
getting up to help these cops. Trying to figure out their
Yeah,
problems.
this is about to be a cluster. I need
Jeez.
to go back in and talk to them.
What's wrong?
So the driver's license that
Not valid.
it doesn't even come back to anybody.
Yeah, I figured as much. Fake driver's license. They're not hard to do anymore. You can scan and change stuff.
Got to see this lady.
The lady's coming.
Is she?
So I talked to Michael on the phone. She, like I said, she's pretty quick at whatever the hell she does. She goes, "Hey, there's an open ticket saying that we're supposed to do something with the headlight. So
Hey,
the
Tony.
vehicle should
Oh,
be
yeah.
there, isn't it?"
Missouri's a good
Called my
place.
service. No, it's not there. Called the Reeves back in there. He said, "No, we definitely put her in it. She was going to come back because it wasn't a safety issue. She's going to come back." Said, "Okay." Michael said, "Call her back. See if you can get her in here." So I did. I called her and I said, "Hey, Robert with service, just wanted to see when you can bring that car in so we can get that part taken care of on it." She goes, "Well, I was supposed to come in Monday to get that done and the windows tinted." I said, "We got time to do that right now." She goes, "Well, I'm coming from Mexico, Missouri. I'll be right there. I'll come right on in."
Hell
wow.
yes.
So she's on her way in.
Okay.
If I can see somebody go away in cuffs today.
All right, buddy. All right. You go outside. Come on. 1 second, guys. I'm going to take him out. Alrighty. Let's get that back going.
Oh, just kidding.
You're probably going to, honestly. So, when you all got a copy of his ID, I assume that he sent you guys that?
Yeah, and we talked to him on their salesperson talked to him on the phone, too.
Yeah.
So,
Because that driver's license doesn't even come back to anybody. Well, the OLN comes back to somebody, but it sure shit ain't him. Charles Thomas Smallwood doesn't.
Hey, Jay Whip for the $5 saying Shady Spy Training Camp tuition. Heck yeah. But is she, is Shady the one who outed the whole, like, group or something like that? Or is, she the one fighting back on this art? I don't know what's going on with all that. I've heard some stuff kind of from some people. I'm out of the loop, man. Completely out of the loop. I just know that group got leaked and it's like, alright. Group's got like, how many people in it? Anybody can join it. I don't know. It's not really that private of a group at all. It's not private at all, I don't think. So much goes on in that group. I just can't keep up with it all. I'll skim it every now and then for info, but there's just a lot of stuff. You know? Usually small things. I don't know. But yeah, did you see that? Did you see Diligent Denizen blocking me? Did you see what he said after I challenged him to find one controversial thing in that group chat? And he's like, I'm blocking you. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, don't look in the group chat at all. You know? It's hilarious how immediately it's like, yeah, there's a group chat. Look inside of it, see if you find anything. And he just instantly they understood. Like, oh, this is as deep as this story goes is there's a group chat. And that's it. Nothing controversial in it at all, but just amazing. Whatever. You know? Yeah, it's wild.
Long isn't a name in the state of Missouri.
okay. I don't know how far Mexico, Missouri is from here.
It's
Hour and a half.
about 45 minutes.
They call it just Mexico, Missouri? What?
Yeah, it's east side of
She's
Columbia.
going to sit
Oh, they're
here
in
right now.
Missouri
She's
in this
getting
whole thing.
tinted
Never mind.
windows and everything, so it's
That would be
a 5-minute
fantastic.
thing. I can call you as soon as
I don't know why. I thought they were in a different state.
she shows up.
Absolutely. Yep. And I'll be back here.
Hey, that'll work, buddy.
Right on.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, fellas.
Appreciate it, my friend.
I honestly have no idea. I wasn't here Tuesday when the deal was done. All I knew is what me and you knew this morning that we talked about, and that's pretty much it. So I don't know.
But thank you again, Jay Witt. I appreciate it, man. Is there, I'm watching for your chat.
You guys can come in here. There's an office in the back. Whatever works for you. Do you need it just you guys, or?
Well, so I want to separate it.
I have a key that I can unlock.
Look
two
away now.
boxes
Ah,
over there
now
that
it's
are
out there
side by
forever.
side, but you can't even see each other. I'll go grab the key.
Now what,
I
Ray?
got another one that's got all his info on it.
I just want to show him this. If he hands me a different ID.
I'm going to go back and grab them if you wouldn't mind walking us over to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, that's the victim? Why is he there? Good lord, please tuck that away.
Hey, I'm Officer Pax Selfie Smoke. I need to talk to both of you real quick.
Okay.
Follow him. This way?
This office and
Yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, Trisha, if you step in here with me.
This one right here.
yeah, right here. Okay. If you guys need anything, I'll be back in that office.
Thank you.
All right, so who are these people? Are they both victims or what?
That's me, Trisha.
Trisha.
How's it going?
It's going good. She, of course, has no idea.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. She's like, what the f*** do you get me into? So apparently, the guy whose name they used is her friend's uncle.
Friend's uncle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's your guy in the next room over?
He's just, his girlfriend is friends with her. He just came down for the ride so she wouldn't go to stay.
They're not friends. So her ex-boyfriend is his girlfriend.
Okay. Yep. So, his name is not this name.
I can't even follow. Her ex-boyfriend is his girlfriend? What? What in the... So, we have her father's uncle's friend? Or whatever, and then her ex-boyfriend's what? Good God, this is so unbelievably confusing here. They really... I bet they can't repeat that twice.
But, you know, he never came in here before. She came in alone to buy the car. So I've got nothing really linking him to this. So she's saying that this other guy is the one who gave her the name.
What?
So my question to her would be then is, if he's so willing to co-sign on this, why didn't he come down in person? Why has he got to send her an ID?
So I
Oh,
was just
Shady
to the
Lady did
point
leak it. Oh, why?
Where I was like,
then
hey,
I am
you
so
know
balls.
such and
Hey,
such,
that's a term.
which is what that dual link comes
That
to.
works.
And she was like, yeah. How you know it? That's it. We're friends. It's complicated.
Okay.
So
next question then should be, did he know that you were using his social to buy this car?
Yeah. His driver's license. Like I straight up told her, I said, yeah, the social provided comes back to a deputy sheriff out of Oklahoma. So she was like, oh.
Man, that is crazy.
You want us to kick this guy loose or stay with him?
I mean, y'all can kick him loose if you don't have any suspicion or anything.
Well, it's not that I don't have suspicion. It's that I don't
Imagine
have any proof.
stealing an ex-cop
So I'm
social
okay holding him
security
until
number.
she
That's
gives
going to
him
go
up.
over well for you.
Can go left.
We'll go back out those front doors. Get a search warrant for that.
Thing. Do you care? Hey, before you step out here, for all these people, know what?
No, I don't want you to go there.
Okay, yeah, we'll get a search warrant for it. Oh, we don't need one for that. They'll provide that. I want to look through the phone though.
Ooh, she better hope she deleted a lot of text messages.
Huh? I got somebody in the back of my car.
Gloria. You must be at the very beginning of the...
I'm headed to the
chat.
jail. I'm headed to jail. Cyber, take one real quick. Good Lord.
Okay, took three.
All right, I gotta go. Bye. You're gonna go down for all this? I do not believe that you came down here to get a car knowing that you'll have to have a cosigner and that you sent it to Michael and Michael was like, oh yeah, I have an uncle. Okay? So not only did he use your ex-boyfriend's driver's license number, they used his picture, okay, and then picked up some random social from Oklahoma, which just happened to be a shitty pic because it was a deputy sheriff, you know?
Yeah.
And then the fact that
That's pretty
driver's
funny.
license was altered. Like, I just don't believe that you had no knowledge of that at all. Now, if you'd have told him, like, you know, I'm going to send it to you and you do your thing, I don't really care as long as I get a car. Like, if you'd have told me that, we wouldn't be on the way to the Pettis County Jail.
She tried so hard to get out of it. She's going to throw that dude under the bus because you know that she's with that dude and another boyfriend at the same time. Man, that's just great to see women like this get busted, to be honest. Same with dudes when they're going around cheating and stuff, you know. They should also be busted. Man, his vehicle he's driving has less than 31,000 miles on it, unless he's due for an oil change, which I doubt. But man, that is a brand new Dodge Charger he's in.
What do you mean that's what it was? I guess what I'm trying to figure out is how y'all picked a random name.
I didn't pick nobody. That was
Okay, well, okay.
I swear to God, I didn't nothing about nothing.
I have a hard time believing that. Because what I think happened is you needed a car because you didn't have one.
I haven't had one in a year.
Right, so you need a car.
I needed a car a year ago.
Yeah. They're like, hey, we'll give you a car, you get a cosigner, right? I think you knew that Michael couldn't, but I think that you also knew that Michael had a way to get you a car, is what I think. Not only did you lose your car, but now you're probably going to go to prison, and on top of that, your friend set you up. So, I mean, you really hit the trifecta. And you're probably going to spend 4th of July weekend in jail. I don't.
Oh, no. She gets no America Day. Well, you can't be breaking laws in America if you want America Day.
I don't know how you can keep BSing over somebody who set you up.
No, I'm telling you what he did. I gave him his name.
You've not told me anything what he did.
I mean, what's crazy is who was getting the car? She was. You know what I mean? So, she's the beneficiary. Unless this dude was a major simp and she was just using him, then at the end of the day, she's still guilty. Because she's using him to break the law so she gets a nice thing, and then she can kind of kick him to the curb whenever she wants to. You know what I mean?
I don't know what he did.
Right, and I don't believe that.
I swear to God.
You what?
Tell me the truth.
And I don't believe it. I don't believe that you had no idea what was going on. I don't. How old are you?
Almost 40.
You're almost 40.
Oh my God. I'm almost 40. I thought I was going to get me a free car. Straight from the dealership. Without having to use any of my info whatsoever. Yeah, that's likely. Oh, wow, that is so sad.
When I say I'm a friend to somebody, I'm loyal. And I would never do no crazy shit like that.
Why I think, because you're loyal.
But you did.
Which I understand that completely. But instead...
Somebody else do that.
You know what's crazy? She did do that. She did do crazy stuff like that. That's crazy how it works, huh? It's almost like she went in there and used somebody else's social security and walked out with a car. It's crazy. Yeah, she does look like almost... She actually, if she were to come out and be like, "Hey, officer," I'd believe it. I'd believe it. I'd believe every bit. She wouldn't have to say another word. Just right there at that timbre.
Nobody is like that. Very few people are as loyal as you are. Okay? And your loyalty right now is getting you stuck in here.
I'm telling you. I'm not even trying to be
Step
loyal
out for
to
me.
him. What do you want me to say? I don't want to
We're too late for that. We're already here. We're here. We're going to walk through that door, and we're going to walk through another one, and we're going to be in the booking area.
I don't want to be here.
And you're going to get booked in, and you're going to stay here.
Please. I don't want to be
I can't help you now.
Please, I don't want to be here.
I can't. I've tried. I've talked to you for...
Please.
I came to talk to you at like 4 o'clock.
Please.
What's up?
I need to go to rehab.
Well, you should have thought about
You're in rehab, lady. That's the best part about it. Trust me, you ain't gonna touch anything when you're behind bars. That's amazing. I did not expect her to just be like, "I need to go to rehab." Oh, this is incredible. Don't worry, guys. We'll hop over to Candace. We only got 2 minutes of this video left. This is so funny.
that before you did what you did. I mean, I don't know what I can do for you now. I started talking to you at 4 o'clock. Okay, it is 6.
But I'm telling you the truth. I don't know what you want me to say.
Well,
We know. We know that. That's not... I'm telling you the truth. I want you to tell me what... It's so stupid.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all.
What's going to make you believe me?
I guess when you're here
Is she offering him favors? That's
Monday
wild.
morning, because you're spending the weekend in here, you realize what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think I've been pretty clear with all that detail.
Yeah. And
Okay?
I'm telling you the
So it's a
truth.
fraudulent driver's license.
And
You
I had
stole
no
a car.
idea. You're the one that showed it to me.
Right. Okay, and I showed you all the altercations to it. Okay? You stole a car. You stole an
I
identity.
didn't know I was stealing a car.
Right. But you did.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at now. So we're stacking
You did do that.
felonies is what we're doing.
I already have felonies. And I had 10 years
And you're
back.
just adding them. You have a 10-year back.
Yes.
Yeah,
And you're going to go
Marlboro.
down for somebody that set you up.
You can't fix her, man. Don't try.
Well, you're going to do your 10-year back and then whatever else you get for your other 3. Come on. I've tried. I've tried. I have with you for 2 hours.
No, come on. I'm telling you.
Come on.
I'm telling you whatever.
I'm 40 years old, still crying like I'm 6.
What do you mean you'll tell me whatever? I've been trying to get you to tell me the truth for 2 hours, and I'm done with it. I'm done. We sat in an office for an hour and a half. You had your opportunity. It's done.
Please.
No, step out.
Oh, please just give me a chance.
Step out of the car.
Why don't you actually just start giving him info? I don't know. Why don't you be like, okay, his name is this. This is the guy. This is this. This is that. You know? Like, you're a sucker for leopard print. Oh my god.
Second door on the left. Thank you much.
They just start blabbing.
After searching her purse, several debit and credit cards were also found, including...
Oh, wow.
He's cute, but he sleeps like a psycho, snores like an old...
Okay. I guess she wasn't quite live yet. Oh. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna let it cook for a little bit, so that way we could skip her intro, and I don't get a copyright claim. This has only like 15 seconds left.
Putting a notebook with another Oklahoma resident's name, date of birth, social security number, address, and bank routing and account number. Patricia Harris was charged with identity theft, trafficking in stolen identities, filing false documents, and forgery. Share your thoughts below.
All right. I think that was a fun little appetizer before we got Candace Owens going, wasn't it? Let's see. We can get rid of this. I'll keep this up because I do want to cover that for tomorrow. Oklahoma stories are, oh man, I can't believe how often Oklahoma's popping off now. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's full screen this sucker. Let's have some fun watching some Candace Owens, guys. We're here. And yeah, as much fun as we possibly can have.
All right, you guys, happy Wednesday.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm a little tardy.
our audio
I had
dips down
a
on
sick
live.
2-year-old in my bed last night, and he's cute, but he sleeps like
Oh, wow. I thought they were sleep trained. Again, she contradicts herself on this immediately within the first 5 seconds of her video. Another contradiction. Yet again. You know, kids are sleep trained. They don't wake up in the middle of the night, Candace. Didn't you establish that already?
a psycho, snores like an old man. Anyway, I know a lot of people today are discussing, obviously, celebrity blogger Perez Hilton this morning. Don't worry, we are not going to show you the video. I actually want to be honest with you. I haven't even watched the video because...
So you're going to make a very uninformed opinion on what's going on? Okay.
My social media guy alerted me to it last night. He said, don't watch it. And I said, okay. Then my husband said,
what's wrong
do
with
not
it?
watch it after he saw it. I can't even watch scary movies. I've shared that with you. I'm very spiritually sensitive to that stuff. I can hardly make it through an Erica Kirk interview. Speaking
What's
of
going
which, in hilarious news, Piers...
Have y'all seen the video? I haven't seen the video yet, but I'm also not talking about it because I don't care. Is this something I should do? Oh no. My kid, don't worry, race lover. I'm not going to run out of Candace Owens titles. My titles are just going to get progressively more and more stupid. And as they've been doing that, I get more views for some reason. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I was like, people don't actually want to know what's in the video before the video's here. So it's just really, really simple. The more dumb I make the titles and the more dumb I make the thumbnails and stuff, more people, I just get a lot more people in. I guess it's more suspenseful that way. I don't know. It's interesting. I search very specific things, music, songs, just stuff like that. So it kind of took me by surprise. So don't worry, I'll be actually gaining Candace titles.
Morgan interviewed one of her spiritual advisors, Victor Marks, the man that we interviewed, and Piers Morgan is very confused. This man who summons angels and demons into the room. Piers has sort of landed upon the same conclusion that Victor is bizarre. Keep going, Piers. You might appreciate that.
Well, I think it's bizarre that Piers Morgan is also covering for all the migrants that committed horrific crimes, the 250,000 young girls. Which one's more bizarre? Victor Marks doing some weird prayer thing? Or Piers Morgan covering up for several thousands, tens of thousands of men who have harmed young girls? I don't know. Such a tough choice balancing that one.
These godly, quote unquote, godly people who Erica surrounded her husband with are of a particular variety that feels anything but holy or biblical, despite the words that come out of their mouth, despite all of the pretense.
Yep, I've never given a crap about your feelings, Candace.
Anyway,
Really
we have a
don't
lot to cover today, so let's get into it. Welcome back to Candace. Guys on Office. Okay, before we get into this Perez Hilton story, quick update for you guys on Officer Bagley, which may or may not be interesting.
She's going to dump everything on him now. Alan's not going to be involved anymore. I made that prediction earlier in the video. Let's see if it happens.
Given the recurring themes that we've been talking about in the Charlie Kirk assassination story, we learned that Officer Bagley, while he was employed by the Utah County Sheriff's Office, so that was actually his last place of employment before he began working for UVU. He worked for Utah County Sheriff's Office. But specifically, he worked in the sex crimes detective unit.
Okay.
So I'm pointing that out because I have been continually underlining that theme across the board. Various decoys like George Zinn, arrested for child pornography. Seems like he was put up for this job of saying, I did it, I did it. The guy who jumped up and started that chant, USA, USA. He goes by David Sprague, but he actually changed his name. It used to be James Rawlinson. He confessed to me that his father got mixed up in crimes against children and some sex abuse crimes against children. I also had shared with you in the past.
So now you're going to make this officer into the most evil person he possibly could be because he was trying to solve crimes on that specific subject. And now you're going to accuse him of those crimes because Alan wasn't able to take the fall like you thought he was going to be able to. This is exactly what I said was going to happen, wasn't it? I said, oh, she's cleared Alan. Now she's got to come down on Officer Bagley as hard as she possibly can and make him look like a terrible person entirely. I said that in my last video, and that's exactly what she is doing. Why was I able to predict that? Because that's exactly what I would do if I were in a bad situation and I didn't want to admit I was wrong. I would say, okay, I'm going to pin it all on this guy now and change the entire course of her theory to fall on this guy's shoulders. That's weird. That's exactly what I said was going to happen, and that's what she's doing. That's just so crazy.
Maybe you don't remember that I strongly suspect that Mike Mitchell, who is very central to the story, the former undercover cop.
Actually, hold on. I want to see exactly what I said. This is crazy, right? I know most of you guys have probably seen it, but good morning, everybody. Let's see. Let's say pin. Right here. Tonight's episode, mark my words. I am willing to bet she's going to pin all of this on Officer Bagley. Notice also how she only shows when it comes to Officer Bagley at all. You know who she only shows? Fun fact. She only shows the defense questioning. Why? Well, because she's not going to show the prosecution and make them look like they're making sense. That would be really bad for Candace Owens. But here's what we do on my side of the aisle. I live streamed this whole thing. She did not. Future. Okay. It's going to be in some way, shape, or form where she could be like, oh, see, they're trying to pin this on him and it's not even allowed or something like that. I don't know that she'll ever show I don't think the prosecution ever had a problem. Anyway, I was dead on, wasn't I? I was dead on, wasn't I? I uploaded this how many hours ago? And it won't show me the time. How many hours ago was this? I'll look it up right over here. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow. Jumped up to 8:54. When did that happen? Oh, I should probably show that too. Doot, doot. Put this over here. I forgot about this. Boop. There we go. Heck yeah. Anyway, I was dead on about that, wasn't I? Isn't that crazy? That is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Oh, here we go. That was 4 hours and 30 minutes ago. 4 hours and 30 minutes ago, I ended up making that prediction that Candace Owens was going to pin everything on Officer Bagley, or whatever his name is. Wild.
Who was Tyler Robinson's Boy Scouts leader, who told him, they're gonna arrest you either way, and convinced him to sort of turn himself in, or have the SWAT bang down your door. Well, as a reminder, we were able to find an undercover detective who was involved in Utah with Cyber Sex Crime Unit by that same name, Michael Mitchell, but we haven't been able to confirm with absolute certainty that it is the same Mike Mitchell. But I think it is, because we don't really know what he did for the police, and usually that means you're undercover. And if you're doing internet crimes, I'll tell you one thing, why this really matters, and we've had that spreadsheet for you, is because obviously when you are dealing with sex crimes over the internet, cyber sex crimes, you will find a hub of feds, and feds do turn would-be criminals into assets. You catch them, touching the wrong link. And
But you're fabricating all of this. So now you're saying that Officer Bagley came onto a thread with a bunch of feds, and then the feds ended up getting a hold of him and then making him do their bidding. That is a wild claim.
here are your choices.
Let's hear
you
it.
can either do this for us, or you could spend the rest of your life with the whole world knowing you're a pedophile.
There
These
you go.
circumstances have happened in the past many times over. And so again, I'm entering that tidbit because it might be relevant down the line. Now, I had already been wondering aloud about whether some people were blackmailed into certain activity, and I'm going to continue to wonder aloud about that, give myself permission to think while it's still legal. I also really wanted to get together a little list. I will keep building on this. You know, I love a list for.
Yeah, we know you love lists. It's probably, I won't say that. Okay. Owen Schroyer is right. We need a third party. Remember the InfoWars guy? He's live to us right now too. He said Tucker Carlson 2028 third party. Here's True Republic. Yeah, I don't think you know much about Schroyer or Owen. I want to say Owen Wilson now. Owen Schroyer. I don't think she's very privy to him and his lies. I mean, he flat out lied to me, saying that he was against Trump in his first term, bombing these other countries. And when I pulled up every single tweet involving it, he was praising Trump for doing it. And I was like, hey, what do you have to say about this? And then he ghosted me. He completely ghosted me. So, very, very, very hilarious. Sir, I hope Artie didn't make this. I do hope I make the list. I hope I'm on Candace Owens' list. I know I'm on Candace Owens' list, though. She's already told so many people to block me that I don't even know. I'll ask some people. I'll be like, hey, who's this? And they're like, oh, that's a Candace fan. And I'm like, oh, I've never interacted with them before. Sean Ryan, I didn't even know that he had me blocked until after she went on Sean Ryan's show. That's weird. He went out of his way to find my account and block me. I have never interacted with Sean Ryan on X a single day. But he looked my account up and found it and blocked me. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. I'm sure Candace Owens is a part of zero group chats. I'm sure she doesn't talk to anybody in group chats at all. It's just so funny. She's so full of crap.
I mean, just us to remind ourselves of everything that we were initially told about this case, the influencers that came out and told us they were overwhelmed with evidence that has thus far been proven false or entirely unverifiable. We were told, wait until the preliminary hearing. I was told that actually by Erica herself, saying this is her lawyer. This is.
No, you weren't. You were never told to wait until the preliminary hearing by Erica. You have no proof of that. I don't know why you say things out loud without verifiable proof.
When we gather all the
That's
evidence,
dumb.
then at the preliminary hearing, we have a chance to present that evidence and the public will know much more. Well, it's just important to pause and
No.
reflect
That video was from this morning. That wasn't yesterday. No. I promise. That video was only 4.5 hours ago.
Recognize that from beginning up until this point, we have just been lied to. They have proven actually
Yesterday I wore a
nothing.
Gojira
They
shirt.
continually call us the conspiracy theorists. They are the conspiracy theorists, actually. We are fully in the throes of trust the science.
So we're the conspiracy theorists. Oh, okay. The ones who haven't made a single freaking theory about what has happened at all. The ones who have not made a single claim. It's us. Yeah, okay. All right, that's a wild claim, Candace. What an absolute idiot. You have put forth so many theories, and you just put forth the theory of Officer Bagley being intercepted by the feds and forced to do their bidding. That's what you just did, and I've never made a claim like that, ever. That is so insane to say.
Of Tyler
What
Robinson.
a hypocrite.
Just trust that it's him,
Holy
but we don't
crap.
have to supply any proof. So here's just
They've
a little brief
supplied a lot of
list
proof,
things
and
that
I
I'm
don't
putting
just trust
together.
it's him.
And like I said, we will continue to grow this, but we
Yep.
were told that
What a liar.
Tyler's father turned him in. I have disputed this from the very beginning. I was the
Why?
first person to say that is not true. I had a source and it was solid that actually he was pressured
Okay, show us that source and show us that it's solid.
into coming in and told that he had no other option or they were going to bang down his door. When we were told that, don't forget the Bill Ackman narrative in the background. Bill Ackman, this was such a prevalent narrative in the mainstream that Bill Ackman tweeted that he was going to award this brave father. Oh, could you imagine if you had to turn in your own son $1 million? Which added to this myth and this lore of Tyler Robinson's father turning him in. And that has been determined to be a lie. I'm not saying Bill Ackman lied. He could have been responding to the lie. But what I'm saying is, I believe Andrew Colbert admitted that Bill Ackman did not give him $1 million.
Okay, Candace. So I understand you're confused. This is really confusing. He was turned over by his father. He was turned in by his father. The sheriff that he talked to, the family friend, whoever the crap he is, was the one who told the father to go turn him in. And you have repeated that story so many times. And you're like, but it wasn't the father who turned him in, it was the sheriff. Because the sheriff convinced the dad to turn his son in. That's not how that works, Candace. If the dad went and took the son in, it doesn't matter if he had to be convinced or not. He turned him in. I don't know why you're trying to obfuscate and say that that didn't happen. Because you're just lying to your audience.
And Matt Robinson, his father, did not turn him in. They just kind of are moving on from that point. It didn't happen.
Well, then who did? Who took him up to the police station, Candace?
We were also told that there is a video of Tyler Robinson taking the shot in 4K by the influencers. That is a lie.
That is 4K, Candace. It is 4K. What is your footage right down here? Okay. Your footage is 1080p. Okay. Let's see how great your footage looks, even though it's 1080p. Let's find out. Oh, wow. Okay. Like, I can keep doing this, too. I can bring it all the way down. Oh, yeah, I forgot the screen in the background. So we can do this. Do you think this is still... Would any of this still look like it's 1080p? No, it starts looking like 480 or so. You zoom in on all this, does not look like 1080p. When you zoom in, it is not going to look like that, Candace. This is not difficult. They said it's 4K footage because the resolution of the whole footage is indeed 4K. That's the point. I don't understand why she plays dumb. Because she should know this. Any videographer, she could ask her videographer, hey, is that 4K? Yeah, probably. Because it's zoomed in. This isn't difficult, Candace. You don't have to make things up.
4K by the influencers. That is a lie. I proved to you that was a lie. They're now moving
How?
the goalposts.
How did you prove to us that it was a lie? Did you get the original file and show us? No. You screen recorded it off of a screen.
There's no video of any person taking the shot, actually.
Yes, there is.
Doesn't exist.
We watched it.
Major
It was right
lie.
there on the roof. You showed him taking the shot. He's right there. He lays down. He took the shot. What are you smoking?
Tyler Robinson, another thing that we were told, and or his lover at various times are transgendered. That's a lie. Tyler Robinson is not transgendered. I told you that very early on. His lover, Lance, is not transgendered.
Do you have any proof otherwise? Because they both say they are. Why would you know more than them?
And the furry culture, it's very difficult to explain, but that is supposed to exist as an avatar of some game player or someone in game world.
You don't even know what a furry is. You don't know what a fursona is. You don't know anything about this, and you're going to dare speak about it. That's ridiculous. That is completely ridiculous.
That reminds you of yourself. And I am told by people in the game world that Luna is a very popular character because they're sort of like antisocial and I don't know.
That is so stupid. It's a name. It's a name, Candace. There are people named Luna. Some people just like the name Luna.
Now they were explaining to me who Luna is, the very popular character in that world. And
in that world? What world? In furry world? Hey, where's Madness? Madness, you in here, man? Where are you at? Don't you have a bunch of furry friends? Where are you at, Madness? We'll see. But yeah, she said game world. Yeah, she's unbelievably dumb. Yeah, Luna does mean the moon. It's the name of the moon. Just like Sol is the name of our sun. Luna and Sol. So it's very, very silly. I don't understand why she's this dumb. It's kind of wild, right? Oh, well. Very silly stuff.
Who's going to account for that lie? Who's going to come forward and admit that they just sort of made that up? I don't know.
Well, what are you talking about? You just said they made it up based on what? They can believe what they want to believe, Candace. If he's a furry, he's a furry. If he's trans, right? Like, I don't know. I don't think you can come out and determine that for him, right? This is a wild situation. I'm just decided that they're not anything that they said because because her authority is greater than the people who actually know whether they are or not furries or trans or whatever. I don't know. I don't think that's up for Candace to decide. Jersey says, I wanted Artie to clarify a statement. What statement did I make? What statement? Let me scroll up. You know what? I could just do. Take a look real quick. I would imagine. Oh, you're saying when you say turned in by his father, does that mean his father walked him into the police station, or did that mean his father called the police on him behind his back? I mean, either or, really. I would assume that means he walked him to the police station, but it could work as him calling and saying, hey, my son's going to do this, and the son going and turning himself in, for the most part. The father calling the police and saying, my son is the suspect, he's going to be at the police station, would be the father turning him in as well. So, I don't know. I would assume that he took him up there. But I don't see why the father wouldn't take him up there. If I were the father, I would be like, nah, I'm going to make sure you don't run. I'm going to take you up there myself. That's what I would do. So, I don't know.
Similarly told in that same vein, the reason why that lie was so crucial was that this was a politically motivated crime. Tyler Robinson, the whole text messages reflect some hate just can't be negotiated. I got to do this. Charlie, I had to take my shot. Charlie Kirk is here.
Okay, if you're calling the text messages fake and everything based on your evidence, then yours are too. It's only fair. Why should I trust your text messages that don't have timestamps or dates, but these text messages are fake?
That's crucial.
Like, I should just trust your word, Candace.
We were told that it was because of Charlie Kirk's stance.
If my child shot someone in the throat, I would turn them in. Yes. Yes, I would. I would deem myself as a failure of a father, and I would turn my child in. Because nobody gets special treatment. Nobody does that. I would not cover up a crime like that. Nobody deserves to have their life senselessly taken in the middle of public. That would be a crazy situation. And any respectable father would do the same thing. They would not try to cover it up. They would not try to help their child. That is not what you do. That's not how you prepare your child for the world. To prepare your child for the world, you got to be harsh to a degree. You can't just be all loving and unicorns and rainbows every day. They need to understand that there are consequences out there in the world. And if they do something that crazy, you turn them in. There is no question about that. Of course I would turn my child in if they ended up taking a 30-06 and blasting someone's throat open. That wouldn't even be a question. I wouldn't even hesitate. The moment I find out, I would find my own child. Oh, man, I could tell you this. If I found out my child did it, they better hope to God the police find them first. Because I will have a wrath about me. There is no excuse in the world, ever, that I would allow my kid to be so unruly to that degree. Nah, absolutely not. No, I just got 2 daughters. 2 daughters. Hopefully I'll have more kids in the future. We'll see what happens, But yeah. So there's that. I believe Lance lied about there being no political talk. They probably did, but I mean, he admitted that Tyler Robinson was political too. So, I mean, Candace Owens tries to sit there and twist the words into, oh, he didn't talk about politics at all, but it's like, that's not what Lance Twix said. So,
On LGBTQ.
Yes, true love is holding your own accountable. 100% correct there. Controversial Carissa. Controversial Carissa. Oh my gosh, say that 5 times fast.
Choose least of the things that he is known for. Truly, least of the things that Charlie Kirk is known for.
Hey,
this was like, Matt Walsh during What is a Woman documentary, that might make sense, but Charlie Kirk? Like, no, that's not what people, when you think of Charlie Kirk, you don't think of transgendered issues. We know.
Are you high? What are you talking about? Are you high, Candace Owens? What? Oh, wow. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, rainbow-clad trans activist, won't stop yelling nonsense at me. Charlie Kirk's respectful conversation with trans student. College queer is all talk, no facts. 1 conservative, 25 liberal college students face Charlie Kirk surrounded. Candace Owens strikes again, Charlie Kirk. Oh, I don't know what this is. It's actually Charlie Kirk. As a non-binary person debating Candace Owens, yeah, okay. So Candace Owens was there at an event of Charlie Kirk's and saw literally a trans person, but no, you wouldn't know Charlie Kirk for that. Charlie Kirk versus trans Buck Angel. Charlie Kirk debates trans Marxist Ben Carrillo. Charlie Kirk versus woke feminist on trans people. Charlie Kirk's thoughtful exchange with a trans student. Charlie Kirk's debates a trans woman who can't control her emotions. Charlie Kirk owns leftist about transgenderism. Student confronts Charlie Kirk on respecting trans people. Charlie Kirk debates college student about trans. Charlie Kirk debates a trans woman who can't control her emotions. Charlie Kirk's honest message to trans student. Charlie Kirk destroys and educates a transgender student about transgenderism's ultimate debate. Charlie Kirk slams men competing in women's sports. Charlie Kirk debates trans student activist. How far do I need to go? How far do I need to go? Yeah, Race Lover's been in this channel for a long time. I appreciate you. I appreciate having you here, man. Seriously. You've been an awesome dude these years. So we've been having a lot of fun. No worries. Charlie Kirk look at all this. This is so insane, Candace. The list goes on. Turning Point UK, Charlie Kirk, Mindful Debater, David Pakman Show, Turning Point UK, Turning Point UK, Turning Point UK, Turning Point UK, TPUSA, Turning Point UK. These are all their videos. Very rarely are there any other people like the conservative dad here. But TPUSA, Peston Smith, Makeover, Right Side, Turning Point, Dummies Brown, a lot of people doing this, but many, 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 many times. As a matter of fact, Candace Owens was on a panel with Charlie Kirk debating trans people. It's wild, isn't it? But she sits there and has the gall to say something so stupid as this, mentioned.
Like, no, that's not what people, when you think of Charlie Kirk, you don't think of transgendered issues.
She really is trying to erase everything Charlie Kirk built. She wants to get rid of it all. Just pay attention to that.
We know where he stands on it, but that's not his claim to fame. Then suddenly the boyfriend,
specifically his claim to fame, was debating liberal trans people. That is 99% of the content that has got Charlie Kirk to where he's at. Debating Marxism, trans people, hyper-feminists, the left wing in general. That was his bread and butter.
Lance testifies that he's never spoken to him about LGBTQ issues. So I guess for the first time, he spoke to him about it after he killed Charlie Kirk via text message.
Yes, again, Gian, you are correct. They interviewed the parents at the station.
It's a very serious lie that has now been debunked because it means the motive has evaporated. The political motive has evaporated. He said they didn't even speak about politics. He had never mentioned the name Charlie Kirk to him.
That is not what he said. He says, I don't believe so. I don't remember him saying Charlie Kirk. But he did say he talked politics.
Ever.
Just not with him.
Where's their motive now? We were told that there is footage of Tyler Robinson assembling the rifle on the roof. That is a lie. There is no footage of Tyler Robinson assembling the rifle on the roof. Blake Neff tweeted this the other day. He's lying.
You are lying. You shared a cropped video that is cut. You did not share all of the footage, Candace. You shared a snippet of footage. If they have him there doing all that, they have him doing other things as well on camera from different angles too. Not just that one camera. But you decided to show only that specific footage recorded off the judge's screen in that courtroom. You did that on purpose because now, until we get to the actual trial in about a year or so, you're going to be able to make this claim. And it's going to be very annoying. This is going to be a very annoying year. And then once this trial happens, everything falls apart. Every single Candace Owens story falls apart. That's what I believe is going to happen. I believe they are going to find Tyler Robinson guilty. And then I believe, because it's going to be wrapped up and done, everyone's going to lose interest. And Candace Owens will go right off a cliff and she'll have to find some other stuff to cover. Lance isn't given full immunity. He's only got partial immunity. So it's not they haven't gone to the full length of giving him full immunity yet. So, yeah. Once he, partial immunity, it's just for him to come out and testify. If they find anything else that he is associated with, he's not going to be immune from it.
Through his teeth. He's lying through that bald head. Okay?
Oh, he's not.
Doesn't exist.
Any proof?
Then he
okay, maybe.
Tried to edit
Let's say he is. You got to provide proof.
We can deduce. We can deduce that somebody assembled a rifle on the roof. No, we can't deduce that. Is there footage? Yes or no? The answer is no. It was a lie.
Oh, God. Candace
we were
thinks
told that
this
there was
would be
clear
difficult to
footage
put
of
one
Tyler
screw in.
Robinson's car on campus. That
God
is thus far
forbid
unproven.
he put one single screw in to assemble that rifle. Oh, wow. It's unbelievable. She really knows nothing about firearms. She knows nothing.
It would remain
It's
a
so
mystery
frustrating.
as to if there was that footage, why they wouldn't have presented at the preliminary hearing. What we have been presented with is blurry footage of a car that resembles Tyler Robinson's
I can
car.
tell
He's
you
not
what.
the
Hold
only
on.
person.
Just real quick. I don't want to keep interrupting the video, but I'll tell you why, Jersey, they gave him partial immunity. They gave him immunity for the note that he was supposed to discard of. They gave him immunity for trying to delete and cover up text messages. They gave him immunity for any kind of cover-up that Tyler Robinson specifically asked him to cover up, for the most part. That's what he's immune from. The whole reason why it's like if we find anything else, well, if they find out that he was actually a part of it and he didn't tell them, or if they find out that he has some other people that helped Tyler Robinson figure out how to commit this crime, or if he himself also aided Tyler Robinson in actually going forward with the crime, he would not be immune from that. So there's that. Was that video thingy he did, his testimony, that definitely wasn't good enough? He needs to be on the stand. Maybe. I mean, he'll probably be on the stand for the actual trial. That's kind of the whole point of the preliminary trial. They don't have everybody there. They don't get all the evidence together. More than likely, when this goes to trial, Lance Twiggs will be on the stand because he will get cross-examined. So, yeah, that's why Candace Owens, that's why it's so frustrating watching her talk this crap, because she knows all of this. Candace Owens knows if this goes to trial that every single thing she's saying here is going to be totally debunked. The thing about it is she's going to be able to make off with millions of dollars between now and a year from now, which is why I really, really hope that this trial comes up quickly, that it's at least an expedited trial. If we can get one that's pretty quick, we can put it into Candace Owens' garbage. If not, Candace Owens is going to get to claim that there's nothing for a year. She's just going to keep making that up. She's just going to say, oh, there's not this, there's not that. Candace Owens told us there was zero footage of the rooftop. Zero. Now we have 3 pieces of evidence of footage on the rooftop that Candace Owens said did not exist. And now she's like, well, that's all they got. They don't got anything else other than that. And it's like, that's not true, Candace. They have many different angles that they're going to show in court, but she's ignoring it on purpose. Because for the next year, she's going to sell hats. She's going to sell shirts. She's going to be making stream after stream after stream. She's going to be coming up with conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory. It's going to happen for a year. She's going to make a lot of money off of it. The good news about this is, though, is I'm also going to be on her rear end, checking her for this next upcoming year. And when the trial shows what really happened, wonder what's going to happen to her channel, what's going to happen to my channel. I don't know. I guess that's the fun part of a bet. Maybe the trial proves everything I said wrong. Maybe it does. Maybe everything is going to be proven wrong. And really, the judge is going to be like, I sentence. Boom. Donald Trump and Erica Kirk. Guilty. And we're all going to be like, oh, this is the crime of the century. And then I lose all my subscribers. Everyone else loses their mind, and we live in a crazy alternative world where something like that's going to happen. Yeah, that's going to be likely, right? Just amazing. Anyway, let's get on with this.
In the United States or in the world that drives that particular vehicle in that car, in that color. So that is thus far unproven, but we'll leave.
The most common color for a freaking Dodge Challenger is either red, orange, or gray, or black.
We'll be open
That's
to
it.
maybe this is, they just didn't want to present it at
It's
the
a stock
preliminary
color,
hearing.
Candace.
We were told Tyler Robinson was suicidal. That is a lie. I told you.
Any proof?
That was a lie.
Oh, good. I'm glad you told me that was a lie. You're so credible.
From the very beginning.
Wow.
He was not suicidal. In fact, he was so not suicidal that
he had a vest on for it. Yeah, it's crazy, Candace. That's wild. They just give them out to people who aren't suicidal.
Agreed to turn himself in, or rather to walk in peaceably. You have no other choice. That's what they told him. He agreed to go in peaceably rather than...
Candace, Of course he would have no other choice. He shot a guy.
And subject himself to the possibility of an
Just
accidental death by SWAT team banging down his door. They just moved on from that. We were told that Tyler Robinson's gun was officially tied to the bullet fragment that was recovered in Charlie's autopsy.
It is.
That's a lie.
No, it's
the
not.
ATF was very clear. That's why the influencer started pretending they were kind of trying to
Candace, it was directly connected to him.
Shroud the ATF testimony. That's my
Not a
belief of why
jacket.
they went so hard on the last day, because that ATF testimony was so crucial and very carefully explained that they gave a range. She gave a range of what these metal fragments, of which really only one of them could be tested, a range of what sort of weapons it could fit into. And in fact, it didn't cover a 30-06.
Yes, it did. It directly covered the 30-06. Specifically, it was the exact measurement of a 30-06 being fired. Exactly. What are you talking about? So you didn't listen to what she said.
It didn't cover a 30-06 if you pay
Yes,
attention
it
to that
did.
testimony. She almost debunked the idea entirely.
Not even close.
In my view.
Nope,
That
she
this was
didn't.
tied
I don't
to
care
Tyler
about your
Robinson's gun whatsoever.
Yeah, you're dumb.
We were told Tyler Robinson's gun had DNA all over it. And I'm going to call
It
that
did?
a lie by severe omission, because every time they said this in the public, they refused to say, but 5 other sets of prints minimally were also found on the gun. And
It wasn't 5 others. You keep changing the number. Okay, it was 3 others. One of them being his father, one of them being Lance Twiggs, and one of them being himself. Or was Lance Twiggs, was that not on the firearm? Shoot, maybe he only had the screwdriver and the towel. But I think Lance Twiggs' DNA was on the rifle, and I think it was like 15% of Lance Twiggs' DNA was on the rifle. 85 of it being Tyler Robinson or something like that, and then a small percentage of the father.
they refused to say that Tyler's are the most degraded.
They didn't refuse to say that. They said his DNA on there was degraded. Okay.
Tyler's prints are the most
Do you think it was his dad or Lance Twiggs? It could have been.
degraded of all the prints that were found on this gun. That is a severe lie by omission.
Tell me what percentage of DNA was on that rifle. In every swab, tell me what percentage it was. But you're leaving that out. You don't want to tell him. Tyler Robinson had 85%. 85%.
To continually say they
You don't want
found
to talk about that.
his prints on a gun and not admit that 5 other sets were found, of which one were owned by his father and the other by Lance. Lance Twiggs isn't hunt. Why are Lance's fingerprints on this family heirloom? And I am going to count this next one as a lie by severe omission, that Terrell Farnsworth immediately turned over the footage to police. I'm going to call that a lie by severe omission because Terrell Farnsworth we watched him take out an SD card.
Cool. Wow, that's crazy. Awesome.
And actually what the police were given was not an SD card. They were given a hard drive.
No, they were not. They were giving a flash drive. And let me show you something when it comes to an SD card. This is an SD card. This is a flash drive. Watch this little magic trick. Oh, wow, Candace. Oh, it's just the craziest thing, isn't it? You just hate to see it, don't you? You can have the, nice little protected flash drive that you can pop your little SD card in there and pop it right into your computer. It's so crazy. You know what this thing cost me? It cost me $5 off Amazon. It's wild how that works. Here's a nice SanDisk. It's only 8 gigabyte. It's not a very big one. It can be whatever size you want it to be. This is USB 3.2. It's not going to have a problem at all. See that blue? 3.2 USB. Very fast. It's absolutely incredible. It's crazy how that works, Candace. It's just like you don't know what you're talking about ever. And I do. And it's fun to make you look really stupid. But no, they did not give a hard drive. They never said a hard drive. They specifically said he handed a flash drive, which guess what? This is a flash drive. This is a flash drive, Candace. It is flash memory. And it is a drive. It's funny how it works. Now, you call them SD cards. Call them whatever they want. This is also called a thumb drive. It's not always a flash drive. This has no flash memory on board at all. It's an empty slot. You have micro SD you could put here and this size SD card. Normal, standard size, I guess. And you can do that here. I can plug a second one in here too. It's wild. It's absolutely crazy. It's just, very easy to debunk her.
Right, a USB file.
A USB file? A USB file? Oh my God. Oh, geez, I wish she'd stop talking.
Why? When was that transferred? That feels relevant to me. You can give an SD card to the feds. You don't need to be like, well, let me get this onto a USB or a hard.
They might have asked for him to put it on USB, but they also probably just gave him this because this is indeed a flash drive. They did not say USB drive. They said flash drive. Flash drive. Get your terms right. But now she thinks it's a USB file. She's so dumb. There is no such thing as a USB file.
Drive. No. This tells me that it is plausible that footage was edited, zoomed in perhaps.
Sure, possible.
As Nisi pointed to, and then given to the feds for some reason. Because a zoomed in image would not show you what was happening on the ground beneath.
Let's make things up.
But these are a lot of very severe lies that they're now just kind of moving on from.
You just made everything up.
What exactly, I guess this is my question.
You just made all that up?
In the narrative thus far, which has been presented to us, to the public, what are we supposed to find convincing? Because I want you to remember that in order to secure
the unbiased
a murder
evidence
conviction,
that was submitted,
you have to move a jury beyond a reasonable doubt.
Okay, well then if they don't do that, Candace, then he's going to be found not guilty, isn't he? Wow. It's almost like we should wait for the trial to happen and see.
Reasonable doubt to secure a murder conviction.
Duh.
So to our detractors, which there are many, I ask sincerely, name one piece of evidence that has been entered into the public domain that you feel demonstrates that Tyler Robinson did this beyond a reasonable doubt. Because
I don't actually have to. I could just name all the evidence. DNA, rifle, vehicle, camera footage, text message confessions, Discord messages. That's all I need to name. It's crazy. It's wild.
As we were going through this as a team, we were like, all they're left with right now is a text message confession.
No.
Right? That's really kind of it.
Nope, it's not.
These were taken, a text message confession, which the police took from Lance's phone.
Let me explain to you how it works because I know you're dumb. I know your audience is dumb. Candace isn't dumb. She knows this. She's just lying to her audience because it's really easy. You don't use one piece of evidence. They don't exist in a vacuum. The fact that his car was there, the fact that he's on camera there, the fact that he's on a roof, the fact that he has a weapon that is registered to him. Think about it. Car's registered to him. It's on camera there. Gun registered to him. We know he was wearing those shoes that Lance Twiggs ended up recognizing. The towel was his, with his DNA and Tyler Robinson's DNA. The confessions were from his phone. You see how no matter what evidence you get, it links back to Tyler Robinson directly? Lance Twiggs, it also links back to some of it. But out of all the DNA and all the images and everything like that, 3 pieces of evidence go to Tyler Robinson, while 10 pieces of evidence go to, 3 pieces of evidence go to Lance Twiggs, 10 pieces of evidence go to Tyler Robinson. If you're playing a game of odds, you get to roll Tyler Robinson 10 times and you roll Lance Twiggs 3 times. Who do you think did it? Just curious. That's the whole point of evidence. You see all the coincidences and you see all the common denominators. And you're like, who has the most common denominator out of all of them? A great example. If I were to get Tim Pool and Steven Crowder and all of Daily Wire, all of PragerU, all of TPUSA, and Candace Owens all in a room together, which side of the room do you think Candace Owens would end up on? And which side of the room do you think everyone else would be on? Would there be anybody on Candace Owens' side? No. So the fact of the matter is that since every single one of these people, let's call them all evidence. Tim Pool is a piece of evidence. TPUSA is a piece of evidence. PragerU is a piece of evidence. TPUSA is a piece of evidence. Steven Crowder is a piece of evidence. 5 pieces of evidence. You got a Candace Owens. And all these 5 pieces of evidence say Candace Owens is a jerk. You got Candace Owens sitting by herself. What are the chances that everybody is lying about Candace Owens? Well, Candace Owens ends up being the common denominator of the vast majority of the people in the room. Coincidence? Maybe. Likely? No. Candace Owens would be the common denominator, and Candace Owens would be the most likely person that's causing a problem. It's funny how it works like that. Is it possible they're all lying? Yes, it is. Is it likely they're all lying? No, it's not.
Mind you, Lance should be a suspect in this. His prints are everywhere. He had access to all of Tyler's belongings. He says his alibi is I was sleeping. Okay. He's being protected by the feds. Like I said, he seems like an asset. Maybe they found him online doing some weird stuff.
No. It shouldn't be reasonable doubt just because somebody's DNA is on the rifle. It would be reasonable doubt if they found more of somebody's DNA on the rifle than the actual owner and the user of that rifle. And not to mention, the problem is, yet again, all the evidence comes together. See, you can't just have one piece of evidence by itself. You know what I mean? Anyway, what's going on? Sedona. Where's Sedona? Let me see what Sedona's saying. Sedona saying also, still love you guys, by the way, and at least I'm not a liberal for falling for the left, but the third party is finally here. She's not saying anything wrong. Just don't spam. Just, don't like spam a bunch of stuff and all that. It should be fine.
And those messages were presented without any timestamps. We don't know why that is.
Your messages were sent without timestamps. We don't know why it is. Oh, yes, we do, because you made them up.
And also, it happens to be that when Lance's phone was photographed by the police, it was conveniently broken. Take a look here in the top left corner, right where we would be able to discern what time it was when the police took that.
I can go into I'm going to try and open up my clock and show Candace.
Their story is, he
stupid.
came in.
I could change the time on my clock right now.
Or maybe it's the 11th. I mean, we spoke to him. Well, it would be great if we could look at that time, but he happened to break his phone, like stab it right in the corner where the time is. So we don't get to guess or know when the feds actually took photos of those messages. We also saw testimony in court that the police moved to use an Israeli tech firm to extract the messages. Cellbrite, it's called. An Israeli forensic tech firm to extract those messages. Now, I don't know if it matters.
You know what?
To them.
Let's just Google it real quick. Is it possible to change your time? Yes, you can easily change your time manually on Android by turning off the automatic time setting in your phone's setting menu. Open your settings app. Okay. Let's just do it real quick. I'm going to do it right now. Open your phone settings app, tap system or general management. Okay, system. Where is it? General management. Okay. Select date and time. Date and time. And then turn off time, set time automatically. Okay. Automatic time and date. Set time. Okay. There we go. There you go. Guess what, guys? I'm going to make it 10 a.m. Let's see. Let me clear my messages there. There we go. 10:52 a.m. Wednesday, August 5th. Wow, that's crazy. All right, let's go into here again. Let's set the date. I'm going to make it for August 29th. Okay? You guys ready? Okay, here we go. 10:52. August 9th. August 29th. Y'all see that? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that awesome? It's almost like I could just change my clock whenever I want. Oh, wow, Candace. Yeah, these people definitely did that. Like, it's absolutely unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable. Let's see here. Ants, twigs, phone, broken, means nothing. Just so easy. So easy. And I just proved it in just a couple of seconds. It's wild. Yeah, there we go. So again, 10:53, August 29th. Now watch this. I wish things would stop popping up on my phone, though, when I clear them out. That annoys me. Watch this. So automatic date and time setup. Watch this, okay? Watch, I'm going to click it on. And then all of a sudden, wow, it's 6:54, August 5th again. Oh, wow, that's so crazy. Huh. Wild how that works, isn't it? Wild how that works. Candace Owens debunked so easily with very little effort yet again. All she had to do was Google this.
But we all kind of think Israel killed Charlie Kirk.
Oh,
just based
really?
on the actions and the mood.
Like when, like, is there any proof any Israelis were there? Was there any proof that, I don't know, anybody was there on the ground that shot Charlie Kirk that wasn't Tyler Robinson? Anything at all? Nothing? No? Not even a little bit? Not even one piece of footage? Not even one plane ticket? Nothing? Wow, that's crazy.
Of the Israeli government leaders, Bibi Netanyahu, and their plethora of Zionist supporters throughout the United States. They're obsessed with lying about.
Well,
Charlie
the problem
Kirk
with the pagers is the exploding pagers had 3 grams of that explosive in them. In the microphone, it could only hold 1.2 grams because of the size difference. Pagers are like, like the size of this tape measure. The Rode microphone itself, I wish I had an example of a Rode mic. I used to have a wireless mic, but it's like, it's very small. I mean, you could see it. It was right here on his shirt. That'd be about the right size. Think about this. Way bigger. Way, way, way bigger. So, anyway, pagers are about this size, though. You've probably had a pager before. Maybe you've held a pager before. They could hold 3 grams. The microphone itself could hold 1.2 grams. The exploding pagers were cool and all, but only 13 people died out of 3,000, which is less than 1%. So the pagers had a 99.9998% of a chance of you living. You had way less than 1% of a chance of it killing you. And you're telling me that there would be less explosive in Charlie's microphone, but it would have killed him instantly? I would not have taken that risk if I were them. Knowing that all these people survived the pager bomb, why would I put less of an explosive into it and then expect it to actually kill someone? That doesn't make sense, But anyway, no, Candace Owens does not want to find out who actually unalived her friends. I disagree completely. Otherwise, she wouldn't make things up. She wouldn't throw people into the mix that had nothing to do with this. She wouldn't accidentally name somebody that Allen guy. The moment her audience turned on her and told her that Allen guy was good, Candace Owens ended up going with her audience on it. She doesn't care. She doesn't want to find out who actually killed Charlie. She wants to make money. She hated Charlie. There's no doubt about it. They didn't talk in 2025 at all. Have you ever noticed that Candace Owens will never show a message from 2025? Want to know why? They weren't talking. They didn't want anything to do with each other. Anyway, Grace Lover says, have a good night. I'm off for some music, women, and beer. Heck yeah, man. You have a good night. But yeah.
They just have to lie about the Charlie Kirk case. They have to try to debunk everything immediately. It's giving us the vibe that they could be guilty. So yeah, we'd rather not trust an Israeli tech firm to extract messages that do not sound at all as though they were written by a native English speaker.
Imagine if that's how our court ran, Candace. Imagine for a second if the court ran off of vibes. Oh, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
I'll tell you what I mean by that. It sounds to me like someone using Google Translate, right? There are little idiosyncrasies in language that I'll give you when I learned Spanish, okay?
No,
I remember,
13 people is not enough.
I know how to say to drink, beber.
For Hezbollah?
Beber.
No,
B-E-B-E-R, beber. But actually, they don't use beber, ever. No, everywhere you go, they use tomar, which is like to take.
Tomar.
They say toma, like
Tomar.
You take.
Tomar. Do you like that song, Tomar?
So if you say beber, like if I put that into Google Translate, I want to drink, it's going to give me beber. And if I go and I then present those
Everyone's
as text
allowed
messages,
to be in my
Spanish
chat as
people
long as
are going
they
to
are
clock you in
respectful.
4 seconds and say, this is not a native Spanish, this is not a native Spanish speaker at all.
Everyone.
Beber, we don't say beber, but it means to drink. Yeah, but we don't say that.
That's the way it's always been on this channel.
In Tyler Robinson's text messages, we, actual American English speakers, we don't say pooch and bad sniffer in casual language. I actually looked that up, actually. Like sniffer is Ukrainian. There's like a show called The Sniffer. Ukrainian show. It's totally crazy. We don't use that stuff in casual language. This is somebody who does not know how we speak.
Sure.
And it is, of course, entirely plausible that someone gained access to Tyler Robinson's iCloud. Maybe someone like his boyfriend.
I guess. Are you just going to make stuff up?
His iCloud. And someone
is this what we're doing all day?
From a different location.
Is this the let's just make stuff up today?
Because don't forget, Tyler's legal team, despite reasonable protestations, were not granted their discovery requests.
Oh my God, it's every other sentence. She's just making stuff up now.
They testified
it's hard to keep
that
up
they had
with.
not even been given access to their client's phone when they were requesting an extension. They were going, well, how are we doing this hearing? We don't have any.
Is there any proof of that at all, that they have no access to their client's phone? Any evidence to support that whatsoever?
We can't even vet anything that you're putting on the stand. You're just going to allow hearsay? Yeah, we're going to allow hearsay.
They can allow hearsay in a preliminary trial, Candace. That is the specific point. Guess where hearsay is not allowed? In the trial. The trial does not allow hearsay, so relax. We've said this 1,000 times.
Have not been vetted yet. Now, in addition to this, the public is noticing that the victim on
everything just froze.
Why? On this case, Erica Kerr is inviting influencers into the courtroom. That doesn't make us think she's telling the truth, especially because the influencers are lying.
No, we're
not. They have lied repeatedly to the masses. They get caught and they just keep lying as if their lives and livelihood depend on it.
Okay, we'll prove it.
On top of that, her organization, which she took over in her husband's stead, Turning Point USA, is contracting the services of and platforming people who are meant to lie about this investigation full time. It's their full-time job to attack Candace.
Who? Tell me one. Tell me one person.
I don't know if you happen to catch this, but over on X right now, it's trending. A group of 92 influencers have been exposed, targeting me. Exposed, coordinating in a group chat. The group was brought together.
Hey, show us one message in this group chat
by
showing
an
us targeting
agent of Israel.
Let's see it.
No doubt. In the past, before Charlie was assassinated, that this person hosted a Spaces on X and went on record admitting that they gather intel, they collaborate with Green Berets. They collaborated with a Daily Wire employee, Cassie Akiva, the Gaza.
The only Green Beret at all, the only one is Paramount Tactical. Is there any other Green Beret you know of? I'd like to know.
A humanitarian fund, then run by Johnny Moore, to create files on people for the purpose of doing Israel's PR bidding. At that time, it was about what's happening in Gaza. And they were going after someone who Tucker Carlson had on his show. So, of course, the common sense question is, why is someone who focuses on PR for Israel focused on gathering 91 other people to attack me full-time over the Charlie Kirk case? Okay, I'll show you this. The group chat got exposed because a member of the group went rogue and was like, I'm done with this. This is no longer healthy for me. Here is what she said over 2 tweets. Shady Lady Katie wrote, coordinated efforts are coming from some of these people. Here are all of the names who were in this group chat. I'm sharing information, background checks, reporting accounts, whining and complaining all day about Candace Owens, and even sharing Candace's own home address in this group chat. However, I will say that not everyone here participated. Some just lurked. Anyway, I am out of here. X is a digital, unfruitful wasteland, and I have a real life and SHIT to do. Go live your lives and build something. And she
Is there any proof that Candace Owens' home address was floating around there? Because I have not seen that. I have never seen that. I've never seen anybody share or suggest that Candace Owens' home address gets leaked. Ever. Has it ever been leaked? No, it has not. Why not? It's almost like that didn't happen. Let's see if Candace Owens proves it.
Exposed 92 members in this group chat, which has the name Protecting Mrs. Kirk.
Yeah, okay.
Protecting Mrs. Kirk. And now some of these names are not, we know this is their full, I blocked them because it's just their full, it's obvious it's their full-time job.
This is kind of like that feeling whenever, you all remember in Harry Potter, when they came out and they were like, hey, you know, in Harry Potter, whenever they were like, oh, we found Dumbledore's army. You remember that? And they did that, but Dumbledore wasn't involved whatsoever, but he went ahead and took all the blame for all that and whatnot. It's kind of like that situation to a degree, you know what I mean? It's like everybody came up and kind of formed that group, invited everybody into there, and we're like, hey, this is just a great place to talk about if, you know, you have any inconsistencies on Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, anybody else who wants to really come forward, you know, yeah, I'm in the group. I'm in the group. There is nothing in that group that's suspicious. And if they had any proof whatsoever that Candace Owens' address was going and floating around there and was going to be released or anything, you mean to tell me they would just decide not to release the message? They could redact the address out? They could do that. It's a very, very easy thing to do. So, there's that. No, Brandon Tatum's not in it. I don't think, is your buddy Brandon Tatum? No. I think that's what you're asking. But, no. Never talked to Brandon Tatum. So, I don't know. Literally. She should just go into the group and look through all the messages. See if there's one thing in there that would be despicable. Spoiler alert. There ain't a dang thing in that group that you could use against any of us. Not a thing. There is no Candace Owens address to my knowledge. I have never seen that. I would love to see her prove it.
To attack me, Milk Bar TV, No Soup for Knowles, Paramount Not So Tactical, Brie Dale, Fake
Artie
Catholic,
Trolls.
Insurrection
Am I not
Barbie,
important enough for you, Candace?
You know, just block. It's not even worth my time. Like, it's just
There you
the
go.
most obvious.
Yep, just block. That's what you do. And you tell other people to block me too. Which is weird, because I've never talked to you before, Candace. I never talked to any of the people that you had blocked me either. I've randomly found them later on, after they had blocked me for months.
Operation in the world. Nice to see
Once
it.
people are like, have you heard of this account? I'm like,
nice
no.
to go through these,
Type it in.
and you should go through these 92
Where am I at?
absolute
Where am I at?
losers
Where am I at?
who are losing despite doing this.
Really? Oh, there's Lady Luck. Hi, Lady Luck.
I don't coordinate. I'm not on any
You do coordinate.
group chats with 92.
Where am I at? Ah, here we go. Artie Trolls, here we are. I made it onto a Candace video. I'm famous now. There it is. Okay.
Operatives, 10 operatives, 6 operatives, 2 operatives. I don't do this. I work with my team. I look for information. I may, reach out, obviously, to people who are also care about this case.
How do all your friends know to block me without me ever talking to them?
Coleman, hey, did you see this video? Give him a call. Did you find this? Did you cover this topic? He'll tell me what he knows. No one's coordinating to take down Erica Kirk. We're just coordinating to figure out who killed Charlie Kirk.
That's not true. You constantly accuse Erica Kirk of taking out Charlie Kirk himself. You constantly accuse her of committing crimes. What are you talking about? You're not coordinating against Erica Kirk? Yeah, you are. You and your team are. Specifically. That's all you do. Every single video, in some way, shape, or form, you insert Erica Kirk into it. This video ain't even over yet, and I bet you do. We'll see.
And for some
find
reason,
one
these
message
people
in that
find
group.
it to be synonymous with taking down Erica Kirk. I wonder why that is. So that's the question. Why does it take 92 operatives online, coordinating, sharing my personal information, utterly psychotic?
We have never shared your personal information. You have no evidence of that whatsoever. Amazing. You have access to the group chat, and you couldn't find a single shred of proof.
Okay.
To back that claim.
Home address. Why are they obsessed with the takedown of Candace Owens? Well, the answer is because they know that I know. They know
What
that
do you
I
think,
know.
What do you think we're going to be able to
Okay.
do to you, Candace?
We got another bizarre request today, this time from the Daily Mail. Charlie Spearing, the one who worked on the... Trust us, bro. Charlie definitely wanted Erica to take over the company because I watched the video, the author of that. The Aspen. I watched it so you don't have to, guy. He wrote this to us today. We have sources who believe that...
Notice how fast she got off that subject? It's amazing, right? She should have been able to destroy us with those chats. Why didn't she? Why didn't she show all the text messages of us coordinating to take down Candace Owens? Because that's not what our group's about. Our group is about finding your inconsistencies and your lies and showing them to the world. I'm proud of that. What's wrong with that, Candace? I got a question. What is wrong with that? Oh, we got a bunch of people together who find all your inconsistencies through your actual mountains of content. How many mountains of content does Erica Kirk have? How many times can you catch her making content and contradicting herself? Oh, you can't. Well, that's crazy. But guess what, Candace? You have 10 years of a digital footprint on the internet. Takes a lot of people and a lot of time to go through that. You want your answer. That's what it is. We're going through your content. And we're comparing it to today's Candace versus then Candace. We find all different things, different stories that you've told. Like, I don't know, that one time whenever you said, oh, Charlie and I, we manifested a tweet from Kanye West out of nowhere. We were like, oh, we both love Kanye West so much. And then in very old footage of you on Dave Rubin's podcast, he offers to let you meet Kanye West, who he's working with. He's like, I could introduce you. And they're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. I get to go meet Kanye West. 6 months before the tweet came out. That's what we do. We find footage of you sticking your own foot in your mouth. And you hate that. But that's all you were capable of doing, was showing that that's what we do. And I've been saying that out loud on this channel for a long time. Nobody's been trying to hide it.
Candace is being used by foreign operatives sending misinformation through her tip line. It is part of a much broader network. Really? Foreign operatives sending me the video of the rooftop? Foreign operatives sending me what?
No, now, in all fairness, good God. In all fairness, that was taken from the courtroom. You know where that came from.
Like the pictures of the inside of the car. Take 1, take 2, everything that I've exposed. What to you do you feel like came from a foreign operative? Why do you think the truth is coming from foreign operatives? I don't work with foreign operatives.
Oh, okay. So no matter what, it's the truth, even if it's a foreign operative sending it to her.
Wanting to learn and know what happened to Charlie Kirk. I mean, deep down, we all have a sense that the state murdered Charlie Kirk. That clearly it must have had Trump's permission because.
So back the claim. Prove that the state murdered Charlie.
He's doing nothing to try to get to the bottom of what happened to his dear friend who helped to get him elected twice.
Trump's not an investigator.
And we sense Israel's involvement. That's what's happened. There's no foreign operatives that are working on this case.
There is no case
the
that
real
you're working
issue
on.
Is that they know that I know.
Delusional.
They're desperate now, growing increasingly desperate and manic. We want FBI raids, anything. But I'm sorry, guys. It's all inevitable. Okay?
Just ignore
inevitable.
Sedona.
You are
They're not doing
figuratively walking.
So I really cannot just be banning people if they're not being like unbelievably spammy or anything like that. Like they're not spamming. They're just trying to get a rise out of you, and I can't be banning people for that reason. That would probably also violate TOS. You know what I mean? Now, if they start getting unruly, they start breaking TOS, they start violating rules, I will definitely ban them. If they start spamming the same thing over and over and over again, I will also ban them. But right now, Sedona's not doing that. I can't be doing that. You know what I mean? I got to be as fair and enforce the rules as I possibly can.
A plank. Charlie was betrayed. You can't spin that.
Can you prove it?
Speaking of which, I have a question
I guess we'll just make
for
things up
Blakey
too.
Neff. Public challenge.
Cool.
Just one question, Blake.
Just keep making
Let's see
things
if you
up.
can remember. Oh, so transparent one. You, Danny Phillip, Mikey McCoy.
Hey, I'll make you a deal, Candace. I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal right now. Yeah. I'll tell you what. You have me on your show. I'll debate you. And then I will give you access to the group chat. If you don't have access to it, it's easy to get into. You could easily have anybody join the group chat. But hey, you know what? If you're not going to get into the group chat and see the messages for yourself, how about that? How about I just let you on in? Go through my phone. See if you can find anything controversial. I dare you. You won't find a single thing. But you know that. Have me on. I'll come over there. I'll debate you too. We'll go over every single thing together. And if you're a real investigator, I'm sure you want to see what's on my phone. How about that? She'll never see this. She'll never take me up
Nate
on it.
Walker all walked into Timpanogos Hospital together. My question for you is simple. Did you all travel there together? Did all
I'm
four
right
of
under
you
Shady on there?
arrive
Yeah,
at
isn't that
Timpanogos
crazy, right?
Hospital
Oh, well.
in the same car?
I may have
Yes.
I may have to reach out to Shady and see what happened. Like, why? I don't know what happened. What made her go off the rails on it? I don't know. No idea whatsoever. It's kind of odd. But again, nothing on there. Oh, yeah, she's having you on her show. Get real, kid. You're just grifting off a grifter, right? Man, you have anything actually substantial to add to this? Or you just going to insult me because why? Why? Man. I bet that sounded really good from your hut, typing that chat out.
Or no?
Hey, dude, whatever.
I'm asking for a reason. Another question, and that's regarding Nate Walker, because like, what a new thing, like to be just a new assistant, the one who supplied Charlie Kirk with that Freedom t-shirt.
Yeah.
The internet has taken notice, and we would appreciate a clarification on his movements before the explosive goes off, because he's a young assistant, and at around 12:15, he has his bag, as assistants do. I've been many of these events, and he's been speaking with Dan Flood, and this is around 12:15. I'm going to show you that. You could see he's wearing a bright blue shirt in the corner there. That's him talking. You could just catch him with his bag that's pointing.
Oh, down here. I don't see a blue shirt. Oh, this guy.
What happens after that?
Bright blue, that's navy,
Dan's obviously
okay.
talking into his shirt. Then Nate, with, I guess we're less than T-10 before the explosive goes off, suddenly he's upstairs.
Look at her calling it an explosive without any proof an explosive ever happened.
When that happens.
Wild.
This is him immediately following the explosive, around 12:25. So about, I guess, a minute and 45 seconds afterward. Here he is up near the Flag of Halls walkway, putting on sunglasses. And he doesn't have his bag.
Okay. At least I don't know if he has his bag or not. I can't see. Okay.
Here he comes.
Oh, okay. We can see. Well. Yep. Doesn't have a bag. Okay. Cool. Wow.
And then we find him 2 minutes beyond that walking downstairs.
Downstairs? You mean off the roof?
So people
wow.
have questions, and I think it's a pretty fair thing. You know, the public cares about Charlie. Why did he go upstairs? What was
No idea.
Maybe he went up there. I don't know. Maybe
he took a dump.
I don't know. Dan Flood asked him to go up there to check on something. I don't know.
I have
we don't need
no
to make
idea.
Up a narrative. We don't need to speculate. But we are asking for a specific reason. Anyway,
Okay.
I will leave that at that. I want to get into this Perez Hilton story.
Tomorrow, that's going to be a new full-fledged conspiracy theory because, we magically got a magical tip from, Lonnie the Leprechaun. And he sent me an email saying that he actually went up there to talk with the real killer himself. Or the whatever. He went to lay the bomb up there or something. I don't know. We're going to find something out stupid. Just like I said, she was going to put the full blame on that officer. I think I'm pretty good at predicting what Candace Owens is going to do.
I guess, you know what we should probably do. I didn't realize that they've already been going here for 30 minutes. Let's take a quick break and then let's cover Perez Hilton.
Yeah.
Hundreds of millions of direct health reasons only.
No.
I've had plenty of them between juggling work, family, and everything. I health started real health filler includes on routes that's without labor is going to sort of removed. Okay, so it's trending everywhere. The video has fortunately been removed from the internet. Of course, you can find it in various pockets, but at least there is some sort of an honest attempt to remove the video across social media. But Perez Hilton, I'm going to tell you a little bit about him for my international listeners because I obviously did not expect that he made it.
So what happened here, guys?
So he is a gay celebrity blogger who really came up in the early 2000s. You could actually argue that he sort of pioneered celebrity blogging in the time and the land before social media. He did it in a way.
Don't care.
And he would also include these to cocaine, like a little white drugs.
Wow.
It was incredibly invasive. His publications, they do their self-hatred or their self and referred to her as a transvestite over didn't like whatever. This is what he would do. And when he was interviewed about it, of course,
I don't care about any of this.
It just completely launched him. It actually gave him so much power in Hollywood. Celebrities actually sought his friendship. So you can see he's hanging out with A-listers because he just wanted to be on his good side. It was almost like a form of social blackmail.
Hanging out with Amanda Bynes and who is that? Amanda Bynes and I don't actually know who the rest of them are. Is this the lady who played Padme? This what is that? What's her name again?
A-listers because he just wanted to be on his good side. It was almost like a
it's Amanda
form
Bynes right there.
of social blackmail in a way because you didn't want to end up with him tracking you. So it's like Lady Gaga. I mean, he was hooked up on now in 2010. Hilton
what is this crappy
phenomena
home they're
in a nutshell. Now in 2010. He did a total rebrand and he offered this public apology saying that he wanted to change his trajectory, wanted to change his ways, no longer play a part in the industry of bullying that he really built. And he tried to flip his brand by appearing on Ellen DeGeneres' talk show. And here's what he said.
That sounds intelligent.
So when you asked to be here, I got to say a lot of people have said it's not a good idea and advised me against it and said, why would you want to do that? I believe in giving people second chances. And you said you want to change. And a lot of people don't believe you. But if you say you want to change and you want to, I think it takes a big person to look at themselves and say, I've done wrong and I want to change. So I want to listen to what you have to say.
Yeah, over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I've been doing everything I can to bring awareness to the issue of the teen suicides and gay bullying. And in doing so, a lot of people have called me a hypocrite.
Why does this dude look exactly like Rumpelstiltskin from Shrek? Shrek. This guy looks, I don't know why, he looks...
That's not a hypocrite.
He looks remarkably like this guy to me. This is crazy. Look at that guy. I don't know why. He has that kind of voice too. Looks a lot like him to me. I don't know.
And in doing so,
Shady's furious at Lisa knows what happened.
Called me a hypocrite and a bully myself, and a big one. And
I guess I'll have to look deeper into it at some point.
Be perceived, and that's not what I want to put out there into the world. And it was a big wake-up call that so many people saw me that way. So
he sounds exactly like that Rumpelstiltskin guy.
Part of the solution and not part of the problem. I want to be the change that I want to see in others. So I'm going to do things differently on my website than I have in the past. I'm not going to call people nasty nicknames. I'm not going to go the mean route. I'm going to force myself to try and be funnier. Nicknames. I'm not going to call people nasty nicknames. I'm not going to go the mean route. I'm going to force myself to try and be funnier or smarter or just do things differently. Not in the past.
By the stuff that he did,
I don't care.
The culture of the trans now social media children. One boy last night, months. It's those of himself infections. He claimed the and irritated.
How long does this go on for?
The media. In a follow-up statement, the sheriff's office said that the person was safely recovered and taken by Miami-Dade Fire Rescue to a local hospital.
I like this version of Candace. We don't have the same opinion as we had about celebrities back in the early 2000s. Now we realize that these people are crazy. They have issues. They involved in Hollywood and control agency now. And first, just how it's not true. It was meant to be. It was meant to draw people away from church and into the cathedral of fear. These people are performers, and their idea is to attract the masses to. It is a very unfortunate situation. I don't know that I would live in Miami. I think this is it.
If this is what I was living with or going through. I just wanted to make people aware of that. Hollywood is falling, but the occult is not going away. Perfect segue, by the way, into Victor Marks, one of Erica's spiritual advisors.
Here we go. Finally, we're back to the point.
Like we listen to Frank Turk. We just go, this doesn't feel godly, but you keep telling me it is. Well, Piers Morgan interviewed Victor Marks and tweeted that it was one of the most bizarre interviews of his career. Yeah. Well, what's funny about this is Piers Morgan has been hosting people attacking me, as he always does, saying I'm wrong. Erica's the widow. He always accepts the slop up in the beginning, and then a year on, he admits that I was right. And so watching him react to Victor Marks is like, this is the door, Piers. This is what we're saying. TPUS faith is something else. What Erica brought in around Charlie is something else. And we noticed. And I want to show you this clip of Piers Morgan questioning Victor Marks on, just some details about his childhood that he also shared with us on this show. Take a listen.
Why would I care about any of this? About his childhood? Oh my God, I could so care less, Candace. How about we stay on topic?
3 years old, though, how are you cutting a cat's head off? That requires a strength, which I've got 3 sons. None of them would have had the strength at 3 years old, or the dexterity to cut a...
But you're also a you're a giant, we'll leave it at that.
Cat's head off. How have you done that? That's what people are finding a little bit suspicious.
I understand if you put your hand around your son's hand on the knife of a dead cat, could you not cut the head off of it? It wasn't me.
I would say with great difficulty.
What, you using a dull knife? Bro, what do you think a cat is like? What do you think is thicker? A cat's neck or a cut of steak? For real? Like, okay, so he's just going to be like, oh, well, in my opinion, nope, I couldn't do it. Okay, well, you're a wimp. That's okay. I understand. You're not very strong, Piers. That's fine.
Have you?
I haven't done it, no. This leads me to probably the most contentious
well, then how would you
story,
know?
Which is that
how would you know? You're like, oh, well, I haven't done it. I don't know what the resistance would be at all. So, in other words, Piers Morgan's like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to push back anyway. Very Candace Owens of him.
When you were 7, the same abusive stepfather forced you to
no idea.
kill a man. Now, local law
I don't think it would be
enforcement
particularly
and sheriffs in
difficult.
the Mississippi area where this event apparently took place have said there are no records, police reports, or unsolved homicides matching your account from that time period. So just to be clear, what exactly do you say happened here? Who was the man? How did you kill him?
Well, I didn't murder anyone because I was a 7-year-old who was forced to shoot a person.
My bad.
My stepfather, again, holding my hand around a pistol to a man who was handcuffed and on his knees, put his finger over the trigger and pushed it until the man was shot. I don't know who he was. Best I can remember, he looked like a homeless fella.
So you've no idea where this happened or who the person was. Well, you can see why people might be saying, come on, Victor, this really happened? Let me put it to you a different scenario, which is, and I don't want you to be offended by this, I'm just putting it to you because I know it's something that could be a phenomenon, where you said that these revelations have come out very later in your life. A lot of people, when they've suffered abuse or trauma, or whatever it may be, their mind can play games with them. It can, persuade them. And I'm not saying this has happened, but many people find some of these claims outlandish, that perhaps your mind is playing games and that these incidents didn't actually happen, but that because of your abuse, you have persuaded yourself that they may have done. Is that a possibility?
Well, I studied, and the answer is it's possible. I mean, I studied false memories and had 123 visits to a trauma specialist. This is nothing that I wanted to go back to, but it's something that was still affecting my life. And, we live in a very evil world.
Yeah, it's possible he made everything up.
Cool. Same with you, Candace. That's wild. That's wild that we can apply the exact same logic to you, but for some reason you think you're immune to it.
I'm glad he got to that point. It's definitely possible he made everything up. And yeah, like I said, Piers, keep going because we've done a lot of work on this and he's not the only one that maybe has false memories. Everything about Erica's past, you start looking into it and you're just falling through a dark hole.
Like what?
Everything she presented herself to be to Charlie and you just want us to...
Can you name one thing that you uncovered from her past that showed that she was not being truthful to Charlie? one single thing? Because you didn't.
Let it go. This is who she was bringing around. This is the first person who we got Erica home.
And
greeted her in Charlie's apartment, crying, sharing across Instagram. These are, you're looking at Turning Point USA faith. And they want access to children. They're all wacky. They're all crazy pastors. You got Frank Turek saying,
"Hey, Phoenix, I want you to prove that right now. I am not on any list whatsoever of getting paid by anybody. Show me a link right now to whatever list it is. I will prove you wrong. What are you talking about?"
Signaling that I should be struck down, using the Bible, the good Bible, of course, to do it. Yeah. Keep going, Pierce. I think eventually you will start to realize why people have a lot of questions about the faith push that Erica brought to Charlie.
Send me a link to that list.
Point USA. Anyway, we are going to take a brief break and we will be right back. All right, you guys, have you ever felt invincible? Okay, top comment from yesterday's episode. In my mom era writes, "I have never known people to be so eager to not solve a crime." Yeah, that's Turning Point USA in a nutshell. They're just not interested in exploring any other leads.
What other leads? You haven't made a single other lead, Candace. Not one single lead. You couldn't get a lead or a name of one single person you think is involved in this. Name one person you think is actually involved, because you don't have another lead.
They can't articulate why they think Tyler Robinson did it, and they keep accusing us of being the people that are going off of vibes when actually they are the conspiracy theorists, and they are going off of vibes. You can't just look at a blurry image and be like, that's Tyler Robinson. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. You have to show some evidence of something, make something make sense. Dude? And yeah, like I said, using influencers to lie to the public is actually just increasing the amount of people who generally find
who has lied to the public? What influencers? Who lied? Stop saying that.
Behavior to
That's
be
annoying.
Suspicious. It's like it's having the opposite desired effect. So maybe a time to switch game plans there. Second comment, this person writes, "Blake Neff's anger single-handedly makes the entire TPUSA look completely guilty." Yeah, it's crazy that they keep allowing him to have a platform. I don't see what the upside of that is. Like, was that...
So he just looks guilty based on what?
Promised to him that he was going to take over Charlie Kirk's show or something. I just don't get it. It's so abysmal. It hurts them, and you wonder who is doing their PR, because it is just so misguided, and it just catalyzes.
I want this Phoenix guy to post the list. What list am I on?
Make any sense to the public what they're doing, why they're doing it, or why they think that by spending enough money or hosting these people, they're going to be able to convince people not to believe their own eyes and their own ears. I also want to offer an update. Yesterday, when I was talking about the burial, I was a bit uneducated when I said that I believed that you were not allowed to be cremated as a Catholic. Somebody sent me an email and reminded me, or actually informed me, that actually under Novus Ordo, so that is sort of the 60s update, actually, yes, there is a document which discusses, and beginning in the 60s, I think in 1963, you are allowed to be cremated under certain circumstances. And so the person linked that. So I want to issue that correction.
Okay.
And also plead ignorance, because I told you guys that when I was baptized Catholic,
you don't even know your own religion.
It was done in the traditional Latin rites.
Let alone the Bible. That's
Latin
wild.
Latin rites. It is not.
Oh, they're talking about the people in the group chat? Yes, I've said I was in this group chat like months ago. What do you, like, nobody's getting paid in this group chat, dude. Phoenix, are you still in here, or did you just run away after I called you out? Is that what happened? I have a feeling that's what happened, that immediately after getting called out, you ran off. How cowardly. Are you in here at all? I want you to clarify. Let's see. Yeah, he's still in here. Yeah, Phoenix apparently just went dead quiet because he knew he was wrong.
Attend Latin Mass. I don't know enough about Novus Ordo, is what I would say. And so I always want to correct when I get something wrong. And that was, yeah, you were correct on that. I looked that up, and sorry, that's why I don't speak too much on Catholic affairs, because I'm still learning, and I would be the most uneducated about Novus Ordo. So there's that. Comments from today's episode. True Detective writes, after Charlie Kirk's murder, I watched a video of him saying that he wants to be remembered for the courage of his faith. This led me to enroll in OCIA and be baptized in the Roman Catholic Church this past Easter. His physical death inspired a spiritual awakening. Push after Charlie died was so evangelical that they were angry and that the beginning keep fighting, Candace. It is honestly tremendous to consider that the push after Charlie died was so evangelical that they were angry and nasty and bitter towards Catholics. Like you couldn't even just be like,
You do realize that 20 minutes before Charlie Kirk passed away, he said, I am an evangelical, right?
oh, my last conversation with Charlie, I was like, take a step, become Catholic. And they were like, influencers. And yet, it, again, had the opposite desired effect. The Catholic Church grew so much after Charlie's assassination. And obviously, I'm sure you've seen this, but like the Southern Baptist Convention, the numbers have been way down and going down every year. And I think it's partially, in part, due, and this doesn't mean that every evangelical church is like this, but we've seen too many in the public eye using Charlie Kirk's name that appear to be completely and utterly fraudulent. People who take a position and a stage and say, I'm his pastor, or I was his pastor, and they just come across like complete sleazeballs that are actually not dedicated to faith, not dedicated to anything other than making people support Israel. So it is interesting to consider that and also welcome home, as Catholics say. Kyle, it is just who I am, writes, so much self-Zionists in here right now. It's so hilarious that they are spending so much money to get accounts to say such brainless beef. They can't actually think it's doing anything, right? I don't think they realize that we've hit critical mass and we know that they're doing it. So it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I feel like it's a waste of so much energy. Like they could just be doing something else, but they have to do this. It's terrifying though that they're just sharing my address in private chats. They are deranged and obsessed in a way that feels dangerous. And we knew when that was all happening, when they were publishing my kids' cars and stuff, that and it was meant to scare me, and it is.
Wait, what are you talking about? Your kids' cars? Your kids have cars?
Scary. It definitely is scary. As a parent, obviously, that
your kids have cars already. They're not even
boundaries,
like 5.
And that I have no interest in publishing Erica's address. Like, why would I want to be in a chat with 91 people being like, this is where Erica lives?
You've doxed a lot of people in your life, Candace. And you doxed Erica's entire childhood on stream. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Not to mention, nobody's got your address, Candace. You've never been able to prove that? Somebody came out and said it, shaded that he came out and said that they're sharing Candace Owens' address. I've never seen that in the group chat whatsoever. At all. Is there any other evidence to this?
What is it about, actually? Just respond to the questions that are being asked of you. The truth is enough. Like I said, nobody is trying to take down Erica Kirk.
Are you insane? Oh, she's insane.
We just want to figure out who killed Charlie Kirk.
That's not true.
And for some reason,
you said Erica Kirk murdered him.
Those two concepts for you are synonymous. Finding out who killed Charlie Kirk is akin to taking down Erica Kirk. Why is that?
It's not.
Why is that? That's what we're getting.
Don't make false equivalencies. You have done nothing but call Erica Kirk a murderer. You have said TPUSA is covering up this crime. You said Erica Kirk covered up this crime. You said that Erica Kirk's a black widow. Let's not play stupid.
Getting from you.
I'm tired of this.
Ben the Beast writes, huge fan of yours and Andrew Tate. I loved the interview that you did with him. What are your thoughts on his most recent arrest? In my opinion, it's another Matrix attack. Keep up the amazing work. So I had gotten very, like, whenever I comment on things, I always want to take the time to read files and understand what's happening and offer my, like, I guess non-legal perspective. Like, I'm definitely not a legal professional, but I do feel like I understand legal documents. And I was very
social
much
autopsy has
involved in reading through his Romanian documents when the charges were against him. And I said, this case is going to fall apart. And people came at me and were like, how could you? And then the case fell apart. I'd never seen such clear evidence that the girl, there were.
Oh, actually, normal. Candace Owens has admitted she hasn't read the Bible. Because apparently, according to the Catholic Church or whatever Catholic Church she goes to, she's not allowed to. Only priests are allowed to read the Bible to her. Like bedtime story. Can't be an adult and read it yourself. So, I don't know. Maybe that's the way a lot of Catholics think. I have no idea. I really don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of good Catholics out there. I don't know what Candace is a part of. It is weird to me that everybody involved with Candace Owens, though, is involved in the Catholic Church. There is a weird coincidence there. And I don't know if it's directly with the Pope or if it's a weird, how would I put it? Like just a sect of it. You know what I mean? Just a small group of Catholics that have decided that they're the real Catholics or something. That's Tucker Carlson. That's Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens, Ian Carroll, Megyn Kelly. Who else is a part of it? It's every time. Hunter Biden. Every single time they end up being Catholic. But that may just be a cover. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massey, Joe Kent, all these people. You know what I mean? But again, could be a cover. They may not really be Catholic, or they may be a part of a Catholic church that's different. Not really sure. It's not something that I've been able to find. It's not something that anybody else has brought up. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. Maybe it is just normal. I have no idea. But at the end of the day, she did admit that she doesn't read the Bible whatsoever, and she gets very angry when people say scripture. I find that to be suspicious.
Actual literal text messages in WhatsApp of her describing what she was doing and trying to get a free ride to Paris or London.
Oh, show it.
And so I gave my opinion on that because I felt like my opinion was educated. I have not had time, given everything that's going on, to look into the UK case. I always felt like Romania was kind of holding him because the UK wanted them. And so I've just been, the only thing I know right now are the headlines, which is like, this is a case from... just like Russell Brand, it's like a long time ago. I need to go through the documents, and I am intending to do that and to give my opinion on what's actually happening in the UK. Obviously, it is utter madness that Andrew and Tristan Tate are in solitary confinement, and we are living in a time where he got taken in Florida, the home of Jeffrey Epstein, and Jeffrey Epstein just lived the greatest life there. Nobody that is a part.
Did not think I'd hear Candace Owens openly defending the Tate brothers at this point in time. I really thought she was going to distance herself. That's crazy. Wait, all 92 of you haven't looked into her church? Shocking. I mean, we have. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of us have. In fact, they may have even found a lot of information on it. I just have not seen it. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Maybe I'll look into it more. I don't know. Maybe they do have info. I'll ask them. I'd like to know. But at the end of the day, I don't really care too much about her religion. I just wonder why it's connected. Like, there's got to be something there, but I don't know. Yeah, at the end of the day, she can believe whatever she wants to believe. It's just the fact that she makes claims without proof that bothers me. Yeah, the Tates are terrible. They're awful. And I can't believe she's here defending them right now.
The Epstein network has been taken down. In fact, they have been covered up and have been protected by this administration. And so my mind just goes to just that understanding immediately that if any government was actually committed to taking down traffickers, the entire Epstein list and the people who were benefited and had relationships with Epstein and went onto that island would be exposed. And yet they are in power. So there's that. But I do intend to get into exactly the case and to explain to the public what's going on with that. Tony Hill writes, "Hi, Candace. Congratulations on the new baby. I'm always so happy for you every time, except I know that the time will come where you have to choose. I do miss you guys. And it's going to come around so quickly. And then I'll be gone, but then I'll be back. So can't wait for it. That's why I'm quickly baby. And I do miss
you'll be gone
but then I'll be back.
Leave, whatever.
So there's that. And we take off every 6th or 7th week, whatever it is we do here, so that we can
yeah, about every 6th or 7th week to go on vacation.
Research, because there's a lot of information and a lot of stuff that's coming out.
I wonder if she'll research
they're going to be announcing
Thailand this year.
Soon,
or this
I guess
month.
September. What is it, September 5th, Ashley? That they're supposed to be saying whether or not they're going to go through with the Tyler Robinson trial.
September 1st.
Okay. Yeah, so less than a month. And that's going to open a whole new can of worms. Like I said, I'm hoping it goes through. I want to see this thing through and see.
If he's an innocent man, why would you hope it goes through? That's weird. Because wouldn't you want the preliminary trial to be like, hey, they have no evidence whatsoever. Tyler Robinson's innocent, so this should not go through, because then if it didn't go through, he'd be let out of jail and he'd be free to go. But you want this innocent man to be locked up in jail for a while? Because why? Oh, because you want this all to come out? So in other words, Candace Owens, for the sake of her show, really hopes that Tyler Robinson loses a whole year of his life in jail as an innocent man. That's very noble of you, Candace.
What this looks like and how they lie and how deep this is. So there's that. I certainly don't think Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk on a rooftop.
But you hope that it goes through so he stays another year in jail. Wow, you're such a good person.
And acted alone. Olympia writes, it sounds like Perez had a psychotic break. It's very sad, but honestly, when you live a life like that, you invite demonic activity into your world, in my opinion. I agree.
Okay.
All that glitters.
I have no
is
idea
not
what his
gold,
psychotic
and
break
he's
was
now
over. I
at
really
a-
just don't
a later
care.
phase in his life.
I don't care about
Understanding
this
that,
celebrity
real,
drama crap.
And I think he's kind of floundering. He doesn't know who he is or what his identity is, and to build a life of substance. Public eye. Where are Candace's famous friends? Like, what a bizarre thing to say. What does that mean? That's pursue real things in your life, things that have faith.
Yeah.
That is I really hope for him that he finds true faith. I think he's kind of in the wilderness right now. Lola Wild writes, I love you, Candace. Let's give him grace. What if he was doing it for his kids because they were getting payback through a humiliation ritual or sacrifice one of his kids? Maybe leaving the Crowley
talking about the Perez guy
cult.
still?
Pray for the kids. Absolutely pray for the kids. And I'm giving him grace. I don't have anything bad to say about Perez Hilton. Like, he's never done anything to me that I know of. Maybe he has relevant to me and what I'm doing here. I just think that there are elements when they are dealing. I've been watching the collapse of Hollywood. Because it's with a Bible bend, which is to me even more deeply demonic, to be true.
What?
With a Bible fake faith grift. I think we all see that. Exact same thing with a Bible bend.
People in Hollywood aren't openly Christian. It's actually really frowned upon to be. What are you talking about?
Which is to me even more deeply demonic, to be true, to be honest. Damn It writes, to all of her detractors, I must say there is a beautiful soul glowing within Candace Owens. There is a beautiful soul growing, I should say. Have tons of kids, guys, for they don't know anything, but they think just every single day and problems. Happy. Because anyway, if you would like to support the show, you know what to.
Yeah, I'm good on that. Anyway, I don't know. All right. Did I miss anything in chat, guys? Was there anything? Did I ever get a link to this list that I'm on of getting paid? I want to know. I want to know because I want to know exactly who I'm going to yell at for absolutely daring that I get paid by anybody. I don't make any money from Mossad. I don't get paid any money from any foreign country. I don't get money from anybody other than these areas here. Your guys' super chats, ad revenue from YouTube, and my full-time job outside of this channel. That's it. That's all. That's the only places I make my money. And if anybody has any problem with that at all, I, honest to God, challenge you to prove me wrong. That's an insane claim to make. I am not paid off. Anybody saying that is just so ridiculous, and it makes me very angry when people accuse me of that. It's wrong. It's a lie. I have never taken money from anyone. I don't have any sponsors. I don't have people slipping me money under the table anywhere. I have none of that. I am only getting money from super chats, YouTube ad revenue, and my full-time job. I am getting way less money than Candace from way less sources. Candace Owens takes money from a plethora of different places. She has all of these ads. She has her Candace Owens online merch shop. She has all these other people that donate to her, which is very suspicious to me. People who are slamming her like $1,000, $10,000 payments. Her Patreon that has all these people paying for her when she doesn't put any content on it. But people are going to dare tell me that I'm making money from something that I'm not? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I absolutely am not. It is very frustrating to hear that. Very frustrating to hear that because I work my absolute rear end off to make money. I make my, I lose sleep to make sure that I'm at my job, that I watch my kids full time as well, and that I'm here to do this. You think that if I were getting paid full time to do this at all, that I were making any actual kind of money from foreign dollars, that I'd still be working a full time job? No. Do you think I'd be watching my kids by myself full time too? Absolutely not. Why would I watch them full time by myself if I'm making enough money to where my wife wouldn't even have to work? It's ridiculous. If people saw the house I lived in, the house I live in doesn't look bad or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But my house is not a fancy house. I bought my house for $175,000. That's how much I've spent on my house. Like, I live the most normal working class life you could imagine. I drive a 2000 Chevy truck. My wife has a 2019 Subaru Crosstrek. That's it. Wow, we're rolling in it. Well, yeah, we're getting all those Mossad dollars. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I don't have 4 nannies like Candace. Exactly. Shoot, I can't even get a dang old nanny. Like, oh, man. Oh, the wife and I definitely need a vacation. We need a vacation bad. Oh, man. I can't wait. One of these days, we're definitely going to be able to go on a vacation. I hope I could film it. Like, that would be cool. That'd be a fun thing. I just want to go out to a backwoods town with a nice little hole-in-the-wall restaurant and bar. Have a nice little cabin. Just vacation out there in dead quiet. That's what I want to do. Anyway, is there a great burn here? I'm back, y'all, and I subscribe to you as well because I love how you guys always talk about Candace Owens, my hero, Charlie Kirk forever. I mean, all right. Yeah, you feel free to watch the videos. That's cool. Welcome aboard. Hopefully I can change your mind. That's what I try to do, you know? Sedona, I'm not trying to be a jerk to you or anything like that, you know? Hey, you just got done rewatching Trump in Las Vegas. It was good. Was he in Vegas today? But yeah. Yeah, Artie lives at 1234 that street. Yeah, exactly. You are correct. Oh, it's quiet. It's wild. Is Perez Hilton Mitchell Jackson's friend? Probably. I think they are connected in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, I'm super aware Sedona's a troll. Don't worry. But even trolls, you know, I mean, they can go around troll and stuff like that. Maybe they're just trolling to have fun. Some trolls troll just accounts because they believe in what they're saying, but they're still trying to troll and agitate. But at the end of the day, I'm sure this person will be able to think for themselves. Ask yourself one thing. You know, you're such a big Candace Owens fan. Tell me one piece of evidence Candace Owens has given you that has made you realize there's no way that Tyler Robinson could have done it or that TPUSA is lying. Anything at all. Just one piece of evidence is all I'm asking for. You could tell me that real quick. You know? Give up bacon for 7K, tough choice. Nope. Bacon all day long. I would never give up bacon. Absolutely not. Didn't see Scrolls? Are you giving up bacon for 7K? You'd stop eating bacon if they paid you $7,000 a month? Oh, man. Oh, you only eat bacon a few times a month anyway? Well, that's fair. If you're not a big bacon fan, okay, fine. I don't think I could give up bacon. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know about that. That's a tough one because I got a smoker too, and when you smoke up some bacon as well, get a cast iron pan, put some butter in it, put it in the smoker. Yeah. Good luck giving that up. I don't know about that. It'd be a tough one. That'd be a tough one. I don't know. 7K a month, though. Of course, I'd give up bacon for it because then my wife wouldn't have to work anymore. You know what I mean? She wouldn't have to do that. So there is that. I guess I could do that. Mr. You're Jewish and you eat bacon? Heck yeah. That's the correct choice. Bacon's good. I mean, Jesus tells everybody, you know, that, you know, well, all these Jewish people, you know, at the time, are these Hebrews. Shebrews, maybe? I don't know. At the time, he was like, hey, you guys should go and eat bacon with, you know, not bacon specifically, but pig. Go eat, what do you call it? Pork with these other people. And they wouldn't do it. Jesus told people you should be sitting down and eating with them. You should be enjoying these other people's company and teaching them, you know, about God. That was kind of Jesus' message, you know? But I took from that, the one message I took from that is bacon's good and you should eat it. And I think I agree with the Bible on that one. I don't know. Maybe the Bible is like, hey, you shouldn't be eating it still, but don't judge people for eating it. Maybe that was the message. I haven't really gotten there yet, so I'm not going to say that for a fact. But if I could twist the Bible's words into anything for me, bacon. Nah, I don't know. It's probably just not good. Probably not good to twist the Bible at all, in my opinion. Probably not a good thing, but I can joke about it. I'm sure that's fine, right? Pig candy? You mean pig soda? Or is it pork soda? What is it? Who knows what I'm talking about? Who knows what I'm talking about with pork soda? Does anybody get that reference? Anybody at all? I'm going to see. I'm going to see who knows. Who knows what pork soda is? What it's from. Let's see. Almost as delicious. Okay, y'all convinced me I'm going to eat some bacon. Heck yeah, man. Hey, bacon's good stuff. It's good stuff. My potato skins with cheddar and bacon. Ooh. Oh, man, yeah. Oh, and when you got to think about getting rid of bacon, you can't have bacon bits on your stuff, too. Oh, man, that makes things a lot harder. You know, liter of cola? Heck yeah. That's a good one, too. Gonna get a liter of cola. The heck's a liter? It takes that sticker off. Gets completely soaked by it. That's good. That's Super Troopers, right? Is that the first Super Troopers or the second? Let's see. Never heard of pork soda? Okay, I'll show you real quick. It's, let's see. My name is Mud. I bet everyone was like, what? 17 years ago, it's Primus. So, let's go to it. And then, the pork soda is, let's see. Oh, yeah, this guy's in a mud bath. Don't worry, it doesn't show anything. Where's the pork soda? Oh, here it is. See, they pour that pork soda. There it is. The pork soda. She brings them their pork soda. It's just a little reference from Primus's video, My Name is Mud. My name is Mud. Whatever he says, I don't know. But it's really funny. Primus is pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. What do you mean? Artie is done? Wait, what'd I do? Is Artie done here? Kind of. Yeah, kind of. I'm going to have to hop off here. I'm going to try and get on a little early tomorrow, maybe. Oh, yeah. It was the album name, too. Yeah, you're correct. Yep. Diomedes, I did not see your message, but yeah. Yeah, I'll credit you. Absolutely. Diomedes. Said Primus, it was on the album name. Yeah. Okay, cool. Did you say that up there? Where is it? Oh, there you are. I found it. Primus, yeah. Heck yeah. Some people knew. You never watched Super Troopers, Savs? Oh, man, that's a classic. That's a classic. You would like that a lot. Pig is a scavenger. It's not food. That's why God says not to eat it for our own sake's health. No, for sure. But I also eat catfish, so, I specifically go catfishing. Oh, man, catfish is good. Romans 14 is where the Bible essentially says that nothing he made is unclean. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Romans 14. Okay. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, Jesus came and explained to people that, they should not be judging the creations or something like that. I forgot what it was. I'll have to go over it again. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is a must watch. Yeah, a must watch. I bit my tongue. I think I mentioned that the other day. And it makes it to where that's just a good red spot right there. I took a chunk out of it. I bit down hard. So it makes it sound like I'm slurring my words. Not sure what you covered today, but did she dox you? Nah, I wasn't doxed. Nope, I wasn't doxed at all. She, essentially, Candace Owens freaked out over the group chat getting, leaked or something. She goes, oh, look, there's a group chat named Protect Miss Erica Kirk. And it's like, yeah, there is. It's crazy. You should see the chats inside of it because there's nothing controversial in them at all. And then Candace Owens absolutely refused to show a single chat in there because she knows that there was nothing. Absolutely nothing. She accused them of leaking her address, but There's no proof. Nothing at all. So there's that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to read off the people who did donate and the people who joined as trolls here. And we're going to go over some stuff. Oh my gosh, what the heck? GN sent me 2 super chats? How? What? I am so sorry. GN, are you still in here? What the heck? How did I miss those? That's bizarre. I am so sorry about that, man. I feel incredibly guilty. I hope he sees this. GN for the 20 says trifecta. 1, video and location data out of defendant at scene, casing and committing crime. 2, defendant's rifle, ammo and DNA recovered at the scene. And 3, multiple confessions to the crime and cover-ups plus surrender for crime. I wonder if that happened whenever the stream crashed. Is that why? Is that maybe why I didn't see it? Man, I feel so guilty. And then GN for another 20 says, sticking with the horse racing analogy, you don't have to hit the trifecta to have a winning day at the track and convict a criminal. Absolutely. Oh man, I feel so bad. I am so sorry I missed those. And then Edie Marie sent 5 gift memberships. Thank you so much for doing that, Edie. I really appreciate that. Cherokee Chick for the $5. And then, of course, Jay Witt Podcast. Thank you so much, man, for the $5 as well. Man, absolutely amazing. I feel absolutely terrible for missing those 2 super chats. That's crazy. I think it glitched out whenever I ended up having that stream crash. And then I also had to restart the stream as well after the crash. My microphone went out. Yeah, that kind of sucked. I'm terribly sorry about that. I will make it up to him at some point. Yeah, it seems, yeah, nobody else here saw the super chats either. I'm glad it wasn't just me. Sometimes things like that happen. I probably need to flip up here every now and then and check the actual super chat, like, thing here. It says fan funding. I can change the chat over to where it only shows me that. I probably should monitor that every now and then. I don't know. I feel so guilty. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Thanks to you to everybody who donated. Thank you all for being here, subscribing, liking, and all that good stuff. We got a heck of a milestone here. We're going to hit 36,000 subscribers soon. I think we hit 40,000. Yeah, I saw Edie at the beginning too. That's the only one I saw. And then after that, I saw the other 2. That's crazy. But yeah, after we hit 40,000, guys, I'm hoping that things, I may be able to do some different things. I don't know. I'm wanting to try a long stream without making videos and then clip up the video. I don't know if that'll be better or not, but we're going to give it a shot maybe. Let's see. Now, thank you guys. Thank you all so much. Anyway, I got to hop off here. I got to do things and get the kids down for bed, all that good stuff. Thank you all so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, and share guys, if you're new. I'll see you all here in the next video. Later.